Live. Hold on. Kill that shit. We go live. We go live. All right. Yo, crazy night. Epic night of hip hop. Hold on. Let me turn this on. All right. Kanye West, Drizzy Drake. You just saw it. It went down. Yeah, this shit was pretty epic, yo. We about to talk all about it. I want to know what you think. I'm gonna open the phone lines up. Who had the best performance and all of that? So let me run this intro, and we're gonna be right back.
This that squad
Yeah. What up, though? What up? What's popping? What's happening? What's going on? You're back in the lab with your man, Mark Nash. He is I am he. Welcome home to all my neighbors to another great episode of Breaking Beats. You already know what we're going to do. We're going to break down the business, entertainment, art, technology, sports, anything else you will not feel like squeezing into those letters. Remember, this is a hip-hop political sports show with a comedy twist. We're going to let the jokes fly because life is serious enough. But man, oh man, we got to talk about this, yo. Just went down, immediate reaction. I'm going to open the phone lines up, let y'all call in. In the meantime, in between time, I got my guy, that guy, Eclipse 330. What's popping, my G? How you feel?
Oh man, I'm feeling real good, man. I'm feeling real good. I feel like that show was good. It was something. It was good to see. It was good to see them two brothers go ahead and take it to the stage. And then they brought it to the stage for a good cause, and they gave the people a show. But they didn't stand on the pulpit. They kept it as a show, and I like that.
Yo, what? So look, I gotta ask. I gotta ask the elephant in the room. Come on, let's get it out the way. Who had the best performance, homie?
Drizzy,
You think Drizzy had the best performance?
because Drizzy didn't even dig in his bag. Drizzy just gave him shit off the new album. A couple little teasers. Ye gave you his full bag. Not his full bag because Ye's bag's too damn big. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Before Taylor and Case Avoid tear me up in the chat. You know what I'm saying?
Too late.
Yeah, it's already happened. We here now. But yeah, I think that Drake, just because, he kept his new stuff going, and the crowd reaction, it definitely took a turn when Drake finally took the stage.
All right, so look, we wrote this. I wrote the songs down. Case Avoid. Let me move the mic right here. Oh, no, I don't need the mic now. Hey, Case Avoid. The community tab is when you go to YouTube, you click on home on my page, and you'll see videos, and it's a button up there to say community. Click on the community tab. I do a lot of surveys in there, and I try to keep people updated on what's going on with me, what we're gonna do with the show or not. I don't know what you're doing right there, homie, but you about to be up out of here. Y'all know what to do. Y'all see him in there talking crazy. So let me go through the chat. Let me see what they saying. First of all, let's break this down. Give me two things you thought was cool about it, two things you thought could have been done better. Let's do it that way. Because I got a couple things. I got a couple issues.
Yeah. All right. So let's go on and get the negative out the way.
Negative out the way. Let's get that out the way.
Although the choir parts were amazing, acoustically, it definitely the intro was just maybe a little too much. But you know what I'm saying, we had to have Larry Hoover Sr.'s wife, get her bars off. But I felt that was long-winded, and I don't know. I felt like it was more of a Kanye show with Drake as a intermission act, and I would have liked to have really seen Drake go into his bag.
Okay, well, look, let me say this though. I didn't have a problem with her doing the speech because I wrote this down. She did the speech at about 11:58. And then the choir came out at about 12:30. I'm talking about East Coast time, right? Choir came out about 12:30 East Coast time. After
Right,
the choir came out, they was up there for about 25 minutes before Ye hit the stage.
right,
I'm like, bruh, he didn't hit the stage till almost 1 a.m. Then his first song was we're gonna praise our way out. That was the first song he did. Now, after that, I was cool with okay. He said, let's go back to the beginning. We did Jesus Walks. Boom. It was crazy. Crowd went crazy for Jesus Walks. I was all for it. How did you feel about him starting off with Jesus Walks?
I thought that was a great selection, for the transition to the mood, to keep the energy up. I did think that he was a little lackluster in that performance. I didn't think he really like gave me that song.
And
Like you
Jesus
feel,
Walks?
yeah, I didn't. I've seen Ye do it better. I'm a Ye fan. I've seen Ye do it better.
Well, I'm gonna say this. When he did Jesus Walks, I thought he was out of breath for the rest of the show after that. Shout out to Casey Boy. He said I only caught the last two songs.
No,
Uh,
that's my point. Like I feel like using boxing terms, I thought Yeezy gassed himself after the first verse.
Brandon Washington said that was epic. Let me see. He said it was epic. Let me see what else people are saying. Taylor Bell said he didn't see it. Jonathan Richards said that LA crowd was actually cool, right? Because remember we did the talk about Bone Thugs and Harmony. The LA crowd wasn't that good for that. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, but we're talking about Kanye West and Drake. So, like, you feel what I'm saying? That's what we were saying about the Bo thing. Like, I love Bo, Ohio versus all y'all, but nah, I think 3-6 got it because they kept that crowd where the crowd wanted to be. Now, this is a crowd that came out to see Kanye and Drake, so they'll put up with some singing because they know what they get. Like with
Yeah.
Bone, we forget that they do that, even though their name is Bone Thugs and Harmony. You know what I'm saying? We forget that they do that. You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes, and so but this crowd they were more receptive to it, and honestly, I think that's what they wanted. I just think that some of the choir shit could have just you could have shaved a little bit of time off that and gave me more
A
of the bone.
little time, bro. The
I'm trying,
choir,
I'm trying, I'm trying to be nice, man, because I don't want to, I think the whole thing, the
yo,
fact that they did it was dope.
here's my thing. They started so late, bro. So 11:58, we get the speech about Larry Hoover. 12:30, they start off with the choir singing Nas, You Can Hate Me Now. Ready or Not, Here I Come.
Yeah, that
Bunch of
made me
songs.
mad. I thought they
Oh,
was bringing out Lauren or Nas, man. I was so
bro,
mad.
they got me mad too. So I'm thinking at any moment they're gonna bring out Nas or Lauren. You was with me on that, right?
Right, right.
So the choir keeps going around 12:51, something like that. Kanye comes out. Him and Drake actually walk down these stairs together. And I thought that was interesting that they came out together like that, but I like that. It's like, no, we're walking out here together. We're gonna make the entrance together. You get me?
Yeah,
You
I
get
thought
me?
that was dope. I thought that was you know what I'm saying? I thought that was real awesome because I thought like I actually just put in the chat that I thought that set the tone to let the people know without even saying it or making big hoopla about it that this isn't a battle. This is a celebration. You know why we gathered. So let's just go ahead and let's perform. You know, um, to the people who say that certain type of celebrities should just shut up and dribble,
Oh
for the
yeah,
most
yeah,
part,
yeah.
that's what they did. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know why we gathered. We came out together, so y'all can't try to read into it. Now we can talk our shit, whose performance we like better, but there wasn't no battle. There was no, you feel what I'm saying? Like, there was. We came here in unity. Don't even do that. I liked how they did that. I liked how just the fact that they came out together, walked down them steps, and they made a point to walk back down the stage and the mound together, leave the auditorium together,
All right,
as
let's
well as that was
go. Go
dope.
ahead. Yeah, yeah. They hip hop. They did it for hip hop. I get it. Let me see what they saying right here. I only caught the last song. Was watching Drag Racing String. Cool. Um, dope concert. Reggie O said it was dope concert. He said rest in peace to my cousin. Appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Let me give you the drop. Oh man, I wrote the songs down, so we're gonna break this down. I got a survey in the chat. Asking y'all, who do y'all think had the better performance tonight?
I'll give you the $2. You give him the $2. All right, pay him the $2. Oh, pay the $2.
I thought I agree that Drizzy sounded cleaner and crisper. Keep in mind, this is the first time Kanye has performed in a long time. Kanye West hasn't performed in a while. He seemed a little rusty, little breath control, but I was so happy to see him on stage. Let me go to my notes right here. Kanye West came out firing big guns. He went from we're gonna praise our way out. That was cool. Then he said, let's go to where we started. And he did Jesus Walks. After Jesus Walks, he did All Falls Down. After All Falls Down,
that was big.
Gold Digger, Testify, Stronger, All of the Lights. Now, when he got to Black Skinheads, I took a bathroom break. Like when he did Black Skinheads, I was like, oh man. I was like, you know what I said, right?
I want to hear that.
I'm not here for Black Skinheads, Kanye. I'm sorry. But you like Black Skinheads, right?
Yeah, on the low, that's actually one of my favorite Kanye songs. It's just I drive a lot, and so that's first time I heard it. I was driving, and you know, it's one of them things that'll definitely make you put the pedal to the metal.
Okay. Nah, I won't feeling that shit. No, didn't feel the video. Wasn't feeling the song. Never liked that song. Always skipped it. But right after that, he got right back into his Birkin bag, homie. He did All Day, which is a Chi-Town anthem. He did Mercy, Lamborghini Mercy. Yo, she's so thirsty. I was like, okay, Kanye going in. Bro, when he did I'm Good with the T-Pain joint, I was feeling it. And it seemed like the crowd really started realizing, like, wow, this guy got track after track after track. But he won't done yet. He hit them with that all of the lights, all of the lights went crazy. All of the lights was huge. Go ahead. Give me your reaction. I heard you say, Or you want me to keep rolling through the list?
Oh no, keep rolling through the list. Nah, I'm reliving it as you retelling it. Like, wow, yeah, that was big.
So after he did all of the lights, he did Say You Will. Hey, 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 hey. Don't say it. Yeah, that shit was going crazy, right? It was lit. After he did that, he did how did this song go? He did this song right here. It was like with the pianos, like I forgot
Run Away.
Huh?
He did Run Away. That was when he did Run Away from Me, baby.
That was later. After this one, he did I Wonder If You Know How I Feel. Remember that? It's the part with the piano, but that's what the crowd was singing along to. It was like the part, it's how the song started off with the hook. I want, how we feel. And then the beat started doing all that crazy. Yeah, the beat go crazy. After that, he did Drake's, he did the joint where he made for Drake, I Better Find Your Lovin'. And I was thinking, like, this is where he gonna pass the mic, right? This is the perfect time to pass the mic. If he just did I Better Call, it's called I Wonder. Thank you, Brandon. I Wonder. Yeah. But they loved that record. That was never a big record for me from Ye. But everybody knew it and loved it. It was probably one I skipped a lot, respectfully. But then he did the Drake, I Better Find Your Lovin'. I was like, okay. And so I'm thinking, okay, he's gonna do half the song, then he's gonna bring out Drizzy Drake. Drizzy's gonna jump in and gonna take over the show from there. Nope. Drizzy was just on the sideline enjoying the show with his homies, watching it like, okay, he doing the record. He looked like he's looking at it for the first time, like he didn't know what was about to happen right there.
Right.
So he does his joint. After he does that, he does the record that you said you would keep in mind. We thinking he gonna pass to the Drake right there. Nope. He does Runaway.
Yep.
Kills it. And I'm thinking Runaway, all right, it don't get no better than this. No. He got another one. He did that. La da da da.
That was my shit that I was waiting on. So I got stupid excited when I heard that.
I saw you in the chat, yo. I saw you. You was lit. You was lit off that one. So when I saw that one, when I saw him do that, after that, that's when he brought Drake on the stage, right? He brought Drake on after that. Again, if y'all want to call in, tell me what y'all thought of the show. The number is 470-705-9507. 470-705-957. Love to hear from you. Tell me what you thought. So after he does Wait Till I Get My Money Right, Drake comes out from behind the engineer booth like Superman, homie. Oh, make some noise for Drake, bro. Drake came out there and he didn't even play with it. Like what he did was so dope. The first song he did was a song from Kanye's Donda album, 24. Y'all remember, I always told y'all 24 was my favorite song off that album. I can see myself listening to that song years from now. I was in the car leaving a funeral for my homeboy Rail. Right, man, God, man. Yo, your boy Martin Nash took so many losses, bro, over the last 12 months. So this show has really been therapy, man, helping me get through a lot of this, because I don't know. But that's a whole nother conversation that we ain't got to have. But Drake comes out and does 24. And it's like a gospel song. Dear God, make it all right. Only you can make it all right. Dear God. It's like there's no rapping in that. But man, his vocals sounded so clean and crisp, yo. Kanye's, he was getting out of breath. I can tell he was a little rusty.
Yeah.
I could tell Ye was a little rusty, but this venue was beautiful. The way the stage was set up, it was man. It was, look at it, man. Look at it. It was like a volcano or like a flying disc or something they was on. Smoke coming out the top. Crazy venue. So after Drake does Kanye 24, this is where it started getting a little chippy, I would think. He did two girls. He did two girls at the same time. No, that ain't where it got too chippy. Yeah, he did two girls at the same time, but he just did the hook. He just did the vibe for it, and then he cut it right off. Then he goes into the No Friends in the Industry. And I was like, all right. I'm thinking he's gonna play some of the classic hits. Not yet. Then he did the We'll See What's About to Happen Next, okay? And that's when you and I said, hey, ain't that kind of like a diss song? They like one of the songs he was taking shots at Kanye on. I ain't trip on it. We kept listening. Then he did that Working on the Weekend like usual. And on the weekend like usual. Niggas say they passed us, they doing too much. Like, yo, that was kind of hard. I ain't tripping. So then he does the what's the joint called? Never Sure. I think it's called Limelight, but he was like, we should do more, but I'm never sure. And then he does Laugh Now, Cry Later. Now that one definitely sounds like he be dissing Kanye on that one too. But I ain't say nothing. We riding with it. Then he turns that shit, and then he does a little drop, and he tells people, everybody, thank you, blah, blah, blah. Then he does Too Sexy. Too Sexy for my watch.
Yeah.
But yo, the crowd went crazy when Drake did Too Sexy, bro. They was bananas. Drake, I gotta give him credit too. He had great breath control, great delivery.
Yeah, he had great breath control. His delivery, stage presence, and his crowd control was definitely in good form. It was definitely like, yeah, that boy was sharp. He looked real sharp.
All right. So then after he did that, he did the song off his album with Project Pat, off the CLB album. The song with Project Pat. What's it called? Somebody in the chat gonna tell me. Somebody in the chat, please tell me what's the song he got with the Project Pat vocals.
Nice music or something.
No, gang shit. That's when you and I start laughing. You was like, bro, maybe this ain't the right song to do the free Larry Hoover right here. We shouldn't be saying the gang shit, right?
Yeah. I said maybe just we shouldn't be repeating that break just over and over again.
Yeah, because he was jumping all over stage. Gang shit. I was like, damn, Drake, we trying to free the man. Okay. So after that, Drake leaves the stage. Kanye gets back on stage and he does Walk on Water, featuring The Weeknd. I could walk on water. Good song. And that's when he had changed to this. He took off the free Larry Hoover outfit and he put on this denim jacket with some shoulder pads. Don't know what was up with the shoulder pads. Okay, it's called Gun Talk. Thank you, Deuce. And the link is out there if anybody want to join the panel or if you want to call in. 470-705-9507, 470-705-9507. After he did Walk on Water, he came out Beautiful Morning, did that Beautiful Morning song. Beautiful Morning still hits, man. That shit still got a slap to it, right?
Right. It's weird too, because it's one of them weird songs that I don't like it, but I like it. It's like when it first came out, I was like, okay, but I knew it would be a hit. You know, you ever heard that? There's some weird songs where you just know people are gonna fuck with it, but you're not sure how you feel about it.
Yo, Reggie said Kanye wasn't rusty. He just got tired running in them heavy ass moon boots. Nah, homie, he was a little rusty, baby. He was a little rusty. Kanye West was out of breath after he did Jesus Walk.
This first verse of Jesus Walk.
After Jesus Walk, he was out of breath, bro. And then so after he did Beautiful Morning, he did Niggas in Paris, which was dope. Got a good reaction from there. And then he did Bound 2, Charlie Wilson on the hook. Now, at this point, I forgot his next to the last song, but I know somebody said they saw the last two songs. I know the last song, he brought Drake back out and they did Forever. Kanye didn't know half his words to that shit.
Yeah, no, he didn't.
And then it was one part, it was funny. He's like, how I took the rate the game young, you'll call it nope. He didn't say statutory. You can hear him and Drake laughing through that. I thought that was cool. I had a good time watching that. But that's my that's the song list right there for anybody who's watching. Those are the songs and the order. Let me see. Yeah, we already did that. Yeah, I already said that. We called out flashing lights, Brand. We did that one. 612, what it do? What's your name? Where you calling from, family?
You know, it's all back here from Minneapolis. I cannot take this Ye slander. How is he rusty? Are you shitting me?
Yeah, he was a little out of breath a little bit, but it's all good though. It was a great show.
He's out of breath. No, I'm just wondering because I can't believe your statements going on here.
Go ahead, you got the floor. Cook up.
You're with the statements I had to know. I can't believe you would say that something about. I mean, do you hear Drake whistling about him?
He was whistling.
The overall performance was great, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. Overall, it was great. I agree. I agree on that part. He was a little rusty though.
Give me an example. You say
okay, I already said it.
Because
he didn't know
across the football stadium.
That's what I'm saying. But look, Drake won't running out of breath, and he was hopping up and down.
He's singing with his hands in his mouth.
He's doing what with his mouth? Pause.
He's singing with his hands next to his mouth.
Look, all I'm saying is this: Kanye West did his thing, but we got to put a case on them moon boots. You know, we got to put a case on them boots. But also,
nah, he just wore them boots because he gonna let Strahan wear them tomorrow.
Oh, shit. Hey, look, no. But look, you asked me for an example. Look, he didn't know his words to Forever. It was a couple songs. It was like he didn't know his words to him. He was mumbling through them.
I love these critics, eh?
Hey, look, I'm a fan just like you.
I love these critics.
Hey, man, I'm a fan just like you. Look, you a critic too. You critique.
If
you
I
a
wrote
critic
a song,
of my
I'll forget lyrics. 10 years past of the almost greatest shit I ever wrote.
Hey, look, you knew you was gonna perform it tonight, right?
Huh?
He knew he was gonna perform that tonight, right?
Probably 12 hours before.
Oh, you think they playing this whole concert in 12 hours?
You you not know how Kanye sets up his playlist and like what the track list that he does before his performances?
I don't know. I never asked him what he say when you talk to him.
I was in Atlanta.
Okay.
I mean, oh, so you don't know Atlanta, where his first performance was down to release?
I live in Atlanta. I know that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm right here in the city, homie.
Get right.
He said,
"Get right."
You know, he told me to get right.
Get off Metro Mall. You know,
hey man, buddy, out of control, man.
No, Metro Mall, Peachtree.
Yo, this dude, right? What's your name again? Where you from Minneapolis? What's your name again, bro?
OG Whiteout.
OG White. Oh yeah, I remember you.
Yeah, one time, yeah.
Man,
talking about that Davis fight.
Yeah, man. I'm glad you called in, man. You said you weren't gonna
be. But I'm
stranger.
always improving, so. But no, do you know Peachtree, Metro Mall? You know the whole.
Yeah, you said you painted all those, right, White Owl? You said you painted all that shit, right?
Not in Atlanta, no.
All right. Well, look, man, I appreciate you, man. Let me try to see if I can get another call.
Yeah, no.
You're more than welcome to call back.
You, all right? Okay. Yeah, we'll talk later.
My brother, appreciate it. He said he can't take no Kanye slander. All right, that was a good call.
Yeah, he ain't gonna hear none of that gay slander out of you.
Did I say anything gay? I ain't say nothing about him being gay.
Nah, he did, man. That was the first thing he said, man. So I've been lit ever since he called in, man. Thank you for that, White Owl. White Owl came, man. He came out swinging about some Kanye, boy.
Yeah, he said I'm gonna die over this shit. Let me see what they saying in the chat. But yeah, he said that's the new tagline. Get right, Mark. I wish I'm gonna be hanging up on all of y'all left and right. Y'all keep calling me telling me to get right. But 470-705-9507, 470-705-9507, 470-705-9507. If you want to talk to me about the show, tell me what you thought, what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it. Who had the better performance? Let me go to the survey in the chat. We got a survey in the chat. Let me see what they are saying. And how many votes we got. Let me see. You know what I'm saying? Because from what I'm saying, I'm gonna be honest. Drake seemed like he was kind of chippy. I don't care what nobody say. Some of them songs, those were some of the songs that he was taking shots at Ye about. Only thing he didn't do was Sicko Mode.
Exactly. Like that's it. Like, you know, the other songs, especially if you listen to when Kanye West had a conversation with Noriega, that he you know, some of them songs, that's why, you know, no, it wasn't a battle, and you know, people are like, oh, it wasn't chippy. But there was a little microaggression, and we was laughing about it, because when he did some of them songs, you know, he was a little turnt when he said it. You could hear it in his voice.
All right, Rami said I didn't watch with y'all, but I'm here to chat about it for sure. Who had the best performance? Mr. Michelle. Who had the best performance? I want to know. I ain't gonna, man. Drake, man, you gotta give it to him, man. The kid's vocals was just so clean. Every song he did, man, like the crowd was just louder. It seemed like the crowd was louder. For
As somebody who does this, like I said, remember I said to you halfway through his set, I said, yeah, this is a master class right here of stage control. Remember how when he was pacing in a circle, and you could just kind of hear the crowd roaring with him, you know what I'm saying? Like they were thinking he was getting ready to come towards them.
Look at Reggie mad at me. He said, man, wasn't shit chippy about this damn concert. Why do niggas dig for drama? I'm just saying, all the songs he could have did, he didn't have to do the songs that was taking shots at Kanye, bro. It's like circle around your block, for like all that shit, circle around his block and all that shit. That was, yeah, I thought those were the songs that Kanye was on Drink Champs talking about he had a problem with.
You know, but it's cool though. It's cool, you know, because, you know, maybe he just got his shit off. He got his bars off, and Kanye let him get that. You
Reggie,
know,
why is it, hold up, Reggie, why is it true? Because you said it? Nigga, please. Nigga, please. It's true because I said it. Yeah, no. It was love. It was love. It seemed like, because remember, Clips, you was like, yo, he gave the dude the flowers. What you say? Because he had said something like, I appreciate Kanye,
no,
let me have
no.
come
I
out.
said, I
And then
said,
the next
I
song
said,
he did was like, why you do that one?
right. I was like, Drake low key a sucker. I was like, I love Drake, man. He's such a sucker, but I love that. That was some psyops right there. Because it's when he did the first song that had the little Kanye disses in it. And then right after he did it, that's when he stopped and he gave Kanye all of his flowers and everything. It was, bigging up the crowd. Started, saying make some noise for yourself, blah, blah, blah. Then went to another party song. And then went right back into, you got the list right there. I was like, yeah, that was kind of slick right there.
Let's go to the songs. Let's go to the songs. I go to the songs because I don't even know if Reggie even listened to Drake like that. Reggie, click the link. All call outs mandatory. Take me to test. Tell me what I'm wrong about right here. Because he did this. Look, it's almost like somebody, he did not have to do. We're gonna see what's about to happen next. So I'm taking the pain away. The liquor been taking the pain away. I heard he was giving his chain away. It's like they give me the fame. What's wrong with you? Living the boss of the owners, dude. Boss of the girl in the wrong. I love you to death, and I told you the truth. I got one version was one of the hit. Yeah, man. Like that shit right there. It was like that shit was kind of I don't know. That line, what's that laugh? Sometimes we laugh, sometimes we cry.
Yeah.
Where did these niggas be at when they saying they doing all this and all that? What did he like? That was around the time when he was having songs where everybody thought he was taking. He was taking little subs at him. When he said niggas got to get off my release date, that's what was happening. That shit was out there. It's on the record, Reggie.
I mean, and maybe they didn't take it like that. Maybe they just, but whatever. But I do know. I know myself. I'm convinced in my mind.
You convinced me.
Yeah, I was listening to it, especially when Drake's. You can hear his vocal tones. His inflection. Get a little when he's saying those lines. Like, yeah, nigga, and it was like, okay, I feel him. Okay, I guess that's how he felt. You know what I'm saying?
He said Kanye just performed and sounded like the old him to me. Is that? I ain't gonna lie. 5 years off the stage like that, he seemed a little rusty to me since he been in the headline a big thing like that. He said, "Y'all reaching." Well, tell me to get right, Brandon. I ain't say it was bad. Y'all niggas tripping. This was amazing. See, it's just y'all taking it out of context. I say one thing y'all don't like, and y'all ready to fire me. Don't fire me.
Here's another thing cats don't get. It's like when it comes to artistry, there's that competitive nature. So I'm not saying it was chippy as anybody was about to start punching each other or nothing like that in no way, or start, or actually start dissing ad-lib and start actually dissing the dude. But it was like, okay, this song's in my playlist. I know people didn't like this line here, but this line's in the song. You feel what I'm saying?
Y'all better stop with this get right, Mark.
Get right, Mark. We'll take none of this gay slander.
Man, I'm gonna go to the survey in the chat. Let me see what they saying. 54% saying Drake had the better performance out of 28 votes. Out of 28 votes, 54% is saying Drake had the best performance. So I'll put that on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Old boy was like, well, he was running around and he was in a football stadium running 50 yards. Yeah, Drake knew how to make it look like he was doing more than what he was doing. Like he was stepping and moving and he was just bouncing. Kanye was doing full sprints going, ah!
Yeah, that was wild, but that's Kanye, right?
I loved it. I had a blast, man. I ain't gonna lie. I stayed up for this shit. I hate that it started so late, though. God, Lynn started so late. I just hate it started so late. He said, them East Coast niggas stay minimizing and criticizing. Oh, my. Dudes, click the link. Y'all niggas
yeah,
on
dudes.
man.
Yeah, here they go.
He said
there they go.
Hold on. He said they both corny, but seeing Hoover name on Amazon was funny.
Straight like that.
Yo, let me give you the drop for that, homie. Absolutely. Free Larry Hoover concert.
Free the old man for real. Yeah, man. But you know how it is, man. We was just supposed to just sit back here and just dick eat and talk about how great it was. I'm just judging the performance. It was a moment. It was a great moment. Only these two greats could have pulled this moment off. And you know what I'm saying? Just like we'll sit back at any versus battle or any of these, live performances, we go sit back at what was our takeaways from this. And my takeaways was it was a great night. Kanye's still Kanye.
Oh, yeah.
But if anybody in this versus culture, now that this versus culture started, I'm gonna tell you right now, if anybody was scared to mention Drake's name in a versus battle, they're trembling right now.
Oh, they don't want it with the boy from Toronto, man. That boy from Toronto is serious.
Man, yeah, that's a problem. Say what you want to about Aubrey Graham. Drake got smokers for goddamn.
No, that's the crazy part. He didn't even get in his bag for real, and that's why I think is nothing. At the end of the day, Kanye knew that album is already out there. These songs are out there. It's not like he went up there doing sicko mode,
right?
And he didn't do checks over stripes. That's what I like. Yeah, now if he would have did that, they would have said that was insensitive to the people that passed away. God bless the dead. But let me tell the truth. That sicko mode is a huge record, but he knew Kanye didn't like that. Kanye made that clear on Drink Champs. He was like, yo, I got to drop my kids off at birthday parties and hit sicko mode. And then other times in that interview, he was quoting Drake lines and
that's what I said. The first song that one song he did, that's why I was like, yo, that's what we mean about Chippy. That was a song that Kanye, that was lines in that song that Kanye in that interview specifically said, nah, that's y'all don't know our situation. That is kind of a sneak diss.
Yeah, man, they're gonna make Martin Nash the bad guy.
It's cool.
Yeah, 470-705-9507, 470-705-9507, 470-705-9507. Let me know what was one of the biggest moments for you of the show. Was it just seeing Kanye perform? Because for me, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't seen Kanye perform in so long, bro. It was dope. And songs were nostalgic. His playlist is impeccable because he still got songs that he didn't even do that I think he could have did. And I was like, damn, why he do this? I would have liked to hear, you know what I'm saying, a different song.
Yeah, man, we didn't even get no slow jam, none of that.
Right, I didn't even think of that. Yeah, but the joint, for what I was saying about Drake though, it's on his album too. The album's nominated for a Grammy, so I knew he was going to do a lot of those. I thought he was going to go more in his catalog though, because he had it seemed like he was there real quick, but he did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 songs. He did 11 songs. Like you said, this that versus culture, homie. People gonna look at the music and compare it. It's hard to not compare it. It won't no opening acts. Kanye went through about 15 joints. Let me see how many Kanye did before Drake came out. Let me count them all. Kanye did one. Let me see where we at. Kanye did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 songs. Kanye did 19 songs and then brought Drake out. Y'all gonna tell me I'm putting them against each other? And man, that's like a versus. 19 songs. And then Drake come out with a 10-piece. Yeah, and then Kanye comes back out, does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 songs, and then Drake closes the show with Drake. So yeah, 11 to what? 26?
Yeah.
No, 11 to 25. 11 to 25 songs. Yeah, man, it was good for me. I had a blast. I stayed up for this shit. This shit lifted my spirits up. I was chopping it up, watching it with clips, and yeah, I had a good time, homie. So I have nothing negative to say about it. I'm just like, yo, it was different. Anybody want to call in and join the panel? This should be the time. I'm gonna see how much time we're gonna be on this one. Might not be on this one too long because it's already 3 a.m. on the East Coast. But I know some of the people in Cali and on the West Coast, they're gonna beam in and call in. So that'll be dope. But shout out to California, bro. California, as usual, been lit, yo. They had that dope ass verses, and then they had this concert. Come
Yeah,
on.
California definitely knows how to party. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Slim 400.
773, you on the MIC. What's your name? Where you calling from, family?
What's going on, King? My name Lou. I'm from Chicago.
Chi-Town, what's popping? What you think of the concert?
I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. You probably won't believe me, but I know both them brothers personally, and I'm gonna be honest, man. I feel bad for. I liked it. I liked it in one aspect, in the sense of the musicianship. I mean, Kanye West's performance was phenomenal. It reminded everybody why he's so great beyond the antics. I think Drake kind of took a back seat. But I'll be real, man, and I'm not a conspiracy theorist, nigga, but I'll be honest, bro.
Hold on. Let me put a case on it. Hold on. You got to put a case on something? Let me get you drop. Oh, shit. Put a case on it.
Man, I'ma just be real, bro. I think coming into this thing, there was a lot of hidden agendas, a lot of different marching orders that the high ups gave a particular group of people, bro. If you watch the whole concert, man, whoever that lady was speaking at the beginning about Larry Hoover, man, they cut her fucking mic off, man. They cut her mic off, and it was some weird take your vaccination shit, whatever. I'm not saying that it was related. It was like obviously the stadium, protocol. Then the show went on. They didn't say shit about Larry Hoover at all, man. At all. And like, real talk, it's a lot of brothers that's GD that's in LA right now that's, either plugged in or not plugged in, that, are facing resentment from the gangs in that city because they feel a certain way about that. And I just feel like, the general public who not familiar with Larry Hoover's plight, they don't know shit about him. So obviously, if you don't give context and explain, they're not gonna know. So now you got the Light, these two biggest artists in the world. They up there, they didn't say shit about him. Drake only said shout out to his son. So now the Lights is over. The show is over. I mean, now the GD's in a difficult position because they kind of needed him to say that. That shit was a 214 million homes, brother. No. So they kind of needed them to say why he needs to be free in prime time, and they didn't fucking do it. And It's kind of like that blowback gonna be crazy because a lot of brothers is gonna feel like, damn, you know what? Yeah, his name is out there, but yeah, the name without context don't mean shit. You gonna think the dude's a murderer, a killer, whatever. I got my own personal opinions about Larry Hoover from Chicago, but I'll be perfectly honest, man. Like, I think, it was in conclusion, I appreciate the time. I think that for people that consider themselves growth and development GDs, whatever the case may be, man, that was a hell of a way to identify you part of that organization and then not get support when it matters the most by the two biggest artists in the game.
They came out there with matching Larry Hoodie, free Larry Hoover t-shirts.
No, they didn't. If you look at Drake's hoodie, it say free the man.
Let me see.
That didn't have nothing to do with Larry Hoover.
He said free Hoover. Let me look at it again.
He didn't say no, but that's what I'm saying. Kanye had that on, but Kanye is in a different space. You got to understand. Remember, they got that on, but the general public everybody don't know Larry Hoover. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm just Googling Larry Hoover off face value,
so look,
all this negative shit gonna pop up.
Well, brother, so you expected them to do a whole you wanted them to drop the beat and say, look, we need to free Larry Hoover because blah 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 blah.
No, they just need to have, because you gotta think, they was doing that at the beginning. I don't know if you watched the full event.
I've been here the whole night, man.
Yeah, so it was a young woman, and then it was a woman.
Look at Drake Hoodie. Drake Hoodie say free Hoover, bro.
But this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm telling to you, brother. If I'm a white kid with a senator that's a parent, with a parent that's a senator, and I see free Hoover, and I don't know why he should be free. I have no understanding. Like, you're not explaining to me. I'm just popping on
I
this.
think you just complaining, man.
No, Reg, let him get his bars off, and then we're gonna take the next call.
No, I'm not complaining because that's listen what I'm
man,
saying.
hey,
I'm
look,
not
man, you a
complaining.
caller, and I respect your call, man. Go ahead, man.
No. Look, this is just my opinion. What I'm saying is, bro, if I'm a kid that don't know about Larry Hoover, these kids' attention span is second. So if they hero, I'm not saying Kanye haven't done that before, but I'm saying you just had this shit in 214 million people's household. If they stop for 2 minutes and say, "Hey, man, hey, we stopping for 2 seconds. We
gotta
want to let
speed it up,
everybody know."
caller. You gotta speed it up, man, because
It's all good, brother. I just feel like they
or
should
you
have
can join the
gave more
panel.
context to why the brother should have been free.
Yeah, click the link and join the panel, man. Cause I love to hear from you. How do you know Drake and Kanye? Oh, he hung up. Damn, like, hey, people don't like to be told what to do. I get it, man. I just like, damn, man. I gave him a long time.
You let him give his bars off and
it's
everything.
like 5 minutes and 30 seconds. You know what I'm saying? I was just trying to get some insight, and because but go ahead. Reggie Owens joins the flow. Thanks for beaming in, calling in, Reg. What's up?
Yeah, I mean, I've been hearing people making these you can't never satisfy a goddamn Negro. And I've been hearing other people, been sending me shit talking about his cats from the hood that are upset with them doing this concert and that they gotta go through them. Ain't nobody gotta go through these GDs that are out there. These motherfuckers don't behave in any function of what Larry Hoover had in mind to fucking the creation of the GDs. The same thing goes with the Crips and Bloods. Don't nobody function like the goddamn originators of that shit. All these young motherfuckers are just out of whack. They don't live by code. They function in the most buffoonish of ways. This concert ain't had nothing to do with any of these young ass fools that claim these organizations but don't live by the standards in which was put out by the originators of that shit. This concert is to help free this guy, because outside of Kanye doing what he's doing, Larry Hoover would be sitting in the confines of I think he's in one of the most super max prisons.
In Colorado. He's in that one in Colorado.
Right. And so nobody has contact with him. I don't even think his kids get to talk to him.
Nah, so they go to visit him twice a year or something like that. And yeah, the letters and phone calls are so minimal that
get those shits no more. I don't think they can even do that.
Yeah, they can't even do that. Yeah, when they see him, they see him. That's it.
Probably your lawyer, I think.
Yeah, they got him on some real, rigid shit.
23 and 1 type shit. 23 and
1. Yeah,
one.
like he Lex Luthor or something.
Right, and nobody gets 71. To see him.
71.
And, nobody gets the fucking see him, and nobody will know who he is. And Kanye taking his celebrity. Sometimes this is what's the power of having celebrity, is using his celebrity along with another megastar that they will partner together and put this together on a whim. And it came out to be successful, on top of what Kim Kardashian has done. Kim Kardashian has been the first one to kind of bring
a lot of great work.
Yeah, and I think she went to law school to even push more for this shit.
Right, right. She's trying to get it.
Yeah, you can't knock what these motherfuckers do. They don't owe nothing to none of these niggas today that claim that they gangsters, because they not.
Hey, can I say something real quick though, y'all? As a gangster disciple, going back to 1989, I'm so glad they didn't jump on a pulpit. As I said in the chat, had it been too political, that would have been used against them. Y'all know why we're here. That's why we talking. It's all about getting the old man home. And we didn't want to make it about bigging up one gang or whatever like that. And that is why, if you notice even how his son approaches, when I say his son, I'm talking about Larry Hoover Jr., how Larry Hoover Jr., has approached things about his father. It's not a GD thing. And so, no, it wasn't about making too much about Larry Hoover this, Larry Hoover that, because they know the media would eventually draw it into some shit like that. And so shout out to them brothers for, once again, like Reggie said, keeping it positive. Yeah, remember, it's out in LA. You know what I'm saying? Had they would have took it one way or another, some cats would have probably took it as, oh, it's a platform for GDs. You already got a couple GDs running around out there, like the caller's alluding to, who are acting like this is their night. Nah, it's about raising awareness for a man who's been in prison for like close to 50-something years, and he didn't deserve it. The only reason why that man still is in prison is because of that man's influence. And that man's influence was never a problem to this country until that man was teaching us Black growth and development, showing us a way to get off the streets and get into legit business, legit land ownership, getting involved in our local political systems. Because he, back in the 60s and 70s, was saying to young brothers that, yeah, don't worry about the federal, don't worry about that Hoover presidential elections. It's your local elections that'll affect you. They don't want gang leaders like that able to talk to these gangs.
All right. With that said, 773, you on the MIC. What's your name and where you calling from, family?
Yeah, this is the brother Lou from Chicago. My phone has dropped the call.
I was like, damn, he got mad or something. I was like, I want
No, I wasn't mad. I thought that you had told me to hang up.
No. I just wanted you to speed up. Cause I was gonna ask you a question though. I didn't want you to. That didn't mean you got to hang up right there. I want you to finish your thought.
Oh no, I wasn't familiar with the system, brother.
It's all love. It's all love. Hey, look. Can you see the screen while we talking?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, look. When you see this right here, yeah, that's when I'm really trying to wrap you up right there for real. I didn't hit you with the wrap it up. I ain't hit the wrap it up button on you, so you good. How you know Drake and Kanye?
I'm somebody in the industry. I don't really want to reveal one.
You ain't got to say more than that. You ain't got to say more than that.
Yeah, but I'm very famous producer. I don't want to say now. I just stumbled upon your YouTube, and
I appreciate it.
I'll say this though. I hear a lot of brothers speaking on that. I'm just keeping it 1,000, bro. I'm 29. I grew up in Chicago for real. Not to say y'all didn't know. I don't know, but
I'm not from Chicago.
It's not about just to kind of rebut. I didn't hear everything the brother said, and I'm not refuting nobody. We got to feel, but
open channel, open panel. You can say what you want.
The thing is, the GD part of things like that. I hear a lot of people say like, yeah, it's not about GD, but you gotta understand, man. That unfortunately is gonna always be tied to the brother's legacy, and a lot of people. That's just what it is. They're gonna push that, that thing, and the reality is, I'm just saying. All I was saying is I felt like I know young fans. I know people in the music industry are young. Like, this is factual, and I know that you gotta understand. If I was born in 2002, right now I'm 20 years old. So that was born outside of that era.
But Lou,
so a lot of these kids.
Lou, let me ask you this. What do you think specifically they should have said? I want to.
I think it was a lot of spots where it was breaks. They didn't have to do it consistently.
Say it. I feel like specifically,
even before it ended, just saying, "Hey, you guys, we appreciate y'all being here. We want y'all to know really quickly, man. The reason for this was," and then go and they spiel about Larry Hoover, just to give them because people don't know. Like, a lot of kids are still on there. Like, I don't know why Larry Hoover should be free, but I love the concept. And it's kind of like it makes them have to do the research. I'm not saying they shouldn't.
So what should they tell them? Like, what should they tell them? Like, because they do their research, they're gonna research
that
bad
was brilliant. But hear me out. I think what Kanye did that was brilliant the first time when he was in there with Trump. He explained really quickly. Larry Hoover was doing something. He once was doing this, and then the moment he did something positive, they locked him. So now that gives people like, damn, why they lock him up? So now it gives them kind of like an understanding in 2 minutes of what happened. They didn't get that tonight. I'm not saying they had to. I'm not telling them what to do. Kanye is a personal friend of mine. I know Drake. So that's not an issue. I'm just saying that, I kind of feel like now a lot of people, and look, you don't got to take my word for it. And I understand the brothers talking about Negroes can't be happy. Bro, you can't even quantify it like that, because it's not that we're not happy. It's just that people see things that can be improved upon. I don't think nobody's saying fuck them or no, we don't like what they're doing. So don't be so quick to try to be, in my opinion, I guess try to find something that you feel like we got an issue with. No, I think a lot of people. Now I don't know about no GD saying they should get paid. That shit is goofy. So I'm just saying, as far as the brother's plight being broke down in layman's terms for the general public to understand, just like Nelson Mandela's plight was broke down in the early '90s, when people need to know why that mattered.
You don't
and
think
they got behind it.
with all due respect, Lou, with all due respect, you don't think Kanye did that on his Drink Champs interview? When he told it,
listen what I'm telling you. Listen what I'm telling you.
Yes, sir.
Exactly, Mark.
Drink Champs. See, and that's a great argument. The thing about Drink Champs,
I ain't trying to make an argument, my brother. I'm trying to have a conversation.
No, not an argument as in beat quarreling. Argument as in a point, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Good. It's all good.
But what I'm saying is, I think that the Drink Champs interview, it was a lot of space to cover, and he explained it to an extent, but he let Larry Jr. explain. But 214 million people wasn't watching Drink Champs. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying. I'm just saying the platform they could have did. I'm not here to cry with spilled milk, or that's just my opinion. I would have been like, yo, hey, before we go, even a church, even in fucking church, like if it's a building fund, they're going to stop and say, hey, before we leave, this is what happens. It kind of, people were so overwhelmed within the performance that they lost the idea of the cause per se. And you can see it kind of if you read the Twitter feeds. I'm not saying that that's the end all be all, but that's just my perspective.
Okay.
But let me say this. You have to understand, man, and this is where I think a lot of our people get shit lost, especially our younger people, is that sometimes you have to pay attention to the audience you have there. This is a concert crowd. You can't flood them with that type of information. They know what they're here for. They're really here for the artists, and you fundraise off of this. This is to provide this dude with legal backing, because to fight a case like Larry Hoover's is going to take a huge financial drawing to fund a legal team to put a case together to fight for his freedom. Outside of this, ain't nobody from the GDs.
I'll be perfectly honest with you, brother.
Hey, Lou, okay, go ahead.
Well, no, not to cut you off. It was a little delay, so you were speaking. I apologize for you.
Oh, no, but I was saying with the concert, you must pay attention to artists. This is what they always say, like even going through school, I always remember this. And before we do presentations, used to do a lot of presentations. The thing you have to understand is audience. You have to understand who you're engaging with and what kind of information. This is a concert crowd. This ain't a crowd coming here to get a TED talk, to get legal information. You lose them. Even like people are saying they're waiting too long. You must understand the cause, the reason behind this concert. This is fundraising. This is going to go to a legal billing. Ain't nobody from the GDs did anything to put. I guarantee if Larry was able to talk, he'll talk about how many of his homeboys don't write him, how many of them turn their back, because that's a common thing when you're dealing with gangsters. It's how many people turn their back and don't communicate with them. And even in the young cats who claim that shit still, they talk about when they go incarcerated, how they don't even get letters from their friends. They only get visitation. They don't get called, but they'll find their friends trying to fuck their girls. This concept has a different.
Let me chime in on you, brother. I agree with
you.
Go ahead. 70%. I think that what you are right about the optics of the crowd, but I have to disagree with you based on what we actually saw. Is that they attempted to do it, and I don't know why the plug was pulled. Like that's because she was explaining to the audience this thing, and I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. I had friends that was there, that was kind of with the little group and stuff. I don't know, but it just cut off midway, and I felt like that was the most important part.
I heard damn near everything she said. I don't remember the mic. Like I heard when she was talking, they still had
they
that
just cut off or something. It was weird, and then for another 30
I think she got her bars off, bro. I heard the whole thing, and it sounded like she just stopped.
Yeah, because she was going through it, and she had said everything, and she was going. But at the beginning, though, it was that loop still playing over, telling people no smoking and
that's what I was saying. Like that shit she was saying, I felt like that was the heart of the message because
but they fixed that, and she kept going, and she got her bars off.
I don't know. On my feed, it just went off, and then it didn't come back on.
I watched it straight on Amazon Prime. I don't know how you watched it.
That's how I watched it on Amazon Prime, brother. Like I watched it.
The feed didn't stop, but the feed didn't stop. She stopped, and the shit just stayed there. And I wrote the timestamp down. She took the stage at 11:58. It was the Larry Hoover speech. And then after she said what she had to say, the choir came out and started at 12:30 p.m. East Coast time.
When I watched it, it cut off and then it looped again. They still kept playing that little feed or whatever. Look, the point is, it doesn't really matter. Like, hopefully she got it out. I just felt like he said, he is right, that the general public don't really care per se. He said it's a fundraiser effort. I don't know the validity of that. I was, whatever the case would be, they made a lot of money, as they should. And I feel like, if it's towards Larry Hoover getting put in a position where he could get some freedom, of course. But that was my only thing. I thought everything else was fine. I just felt like more attention should be brought to the plight. Because really, it's actually trending on Twitter if you do the research, that people are literally on there like, yo, we didn't hear this guy's name one time. And isn't this what we were supposed to be here for? I don't even know why I'm here.
I promise I heard it at the beginning. I saw it on the hoodies. Yeah, man.
And you didn't even need to hear it because you knew why you clicked on it. You knew it. Everybody who clicked on it knew it was a Larry Hoover concert.
It say it on Amazon. It literally says it in big letters. Kanye.
No, you're missing what I'm saying.
No, I heard what you're saying.
What you're saying is showing is that you can't make the modern day Negro happy for shit.
No, and I don't know if he said that,
bro. I think ultimately that's dismissive, brother. Like if you you can't.
I think it is dismissive.
This is a global platform. Like these two dudes is the biggest two artists on planet Earth. You're not just talking to niggas. You're
but look,
to white folks, Asians,
my brother. I want to say the illest bar ever. All right, and this should be the end all be all of all of it. What does the Hoover family think of it and what it went down? Now, unless they trending on Twitter saying XYZ didn't happen that was supposed to happen, everybody else should be silent. If the family is happy with what happened, the money is supposed to go towards the case, and because this is a bit, it's gonna take a lot. Oh my God!
They should be happy. The patriarch, his name is on but it's not a checkmate. I want to see him happy. I want them to be happy. I don't really have an issue. I'm just saying it's like watching a movie, brother. Like if you may wanted something, but all in all, I'm from Chicago and I'm happy to see the brother's name spoken about in a way that could put him in a position to have a positive effect on the community in a greater way. That's what it's about, bro. I'm not trying to nitpick.
I didn't say you are, bro. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. That's somebody else on the panel who said that. But that's all I want to say though. That's my thing about how whatever Twitter's saying, whatever anybody in the music business are thinking, the GDs, the brothers in Chicago, respectfully. What does the family think? What does his son think? What does the wife think? The grandchildren? If they're happy, I think everybody else should just be silent and see what happens. We see what happens next. Troy Graham, on the other hand, does not support this concert, Larry Hoover getting out. I saw that in the chat earlier. I was so close from taking your wrench. I was like, why you want to do that? If you don't like it, you ain't got to like it, but you my guy. But I had to realize you ain't talking about me. You're talking about your opinion. And you're always welcome to speak your opinion. Troy Graham joins the panel. Tell me, what do you think about? First of all, did you watch the concert?
Absolutely not. No.
All right, so your statement is going to be brief and quick. Go ahead. Tell me what you got to say, then I'm going to let you go on your way. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, first, I don't see the need for a drug dealer who came into the game wanting to be a drug dealer, who had plans on being a drug dealer, to now have a fundraiser to get him out of jail. He came into the game knowing that this is the life that he chose. You don't get any sympathy for that. You don't get fundraisers for that.
No.
Okay, come on now, man. You said you was gonna let me speak.
Troy,
right?
that ain't me. Troy, please don't do that. Let me host my show. If somebody cutting you off, don't check me. Let me get everything.
Okay.
Mute your mic. Hold up. 773. Hold the line. I gotta let him do his call. I'm gonna put you on hold. Don't hang up. And I'll go to the I'm gonna let him finish his thought though. I don't want us to have a crazy discourse because you're not gonna agree. Let him speak his piece, and we're gonna let him have a good night. Go ahead, Troy. Finish your thought.
Go ahead and take the call, Mark, man.
No, the call has
I
been
just
there.
go on mute, brother.
No,
That's
Troy.
fine.
No, Troy. No, Troy. That ain't how it works. That's just how it's gonna work. Trust me,
Okay.
man. Let me host it. You got the floor, brother.
All right. Well, yeah. You know what I'm saying is, you got real people who are actually, who are actually, set up and put in prison, and they're doing time for things that they didn't do, and they're the ones that are suffering. But you got these superstars out here that are putting on shows for a cat who knew he wanted to be a drug dealer, and who killed who. There's a lot of blood on the street because of him. There's a lot of lives lost because of him. And now all of a sudden, because he's in a bad situation, he's going to get out and do something positive. That always
Man,
after
Troy,
the
he
fact.
been doing something
That's
positive
always
long
after
before
the
whatever,
fact.
man. I'm gonna have to stop you there, man.
I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry. Eclipse, but that was after the
I
fact.
muted his
Though.
mic. I muted his mic. Troy, speak your piece. I need you to speak your piece so we can move forward. Because we can't move forward if people cutting you off, and we can't move forward if you can't speak your piece. I need you to speak your piece. Go ahead. Eclipse, Reggie, Brandon, don't cut this man off. Let him talk. I don't see what's so hard to let people talk, even if you disagree. We grown folks. Let that man talk. Troy, land your plane.
I'm going to land it by saying this. People always pointing out now about he's going to be a positive force now. But listen, he came into the game knowing that this is what he wanted to do. No, man, he doesn't need a fundraiser. He needs to deal with whatever, he just no. Where in the world does a drug dealer get a fundraiser, but the people who really need it don't get one?
Troy,
But that's
you gotta land it, Troy.
I'm done, Mark.
God bless.
I'm done, Mark. I'm done.
Yeah, we gotta pass it. We gotta pass it. 773
Hey.
my seat. Please hold on. 773. I got your call before you go. Somebody jumped in front of you, and that's cool. Clips, you got a minute to rebuttal Detroit, and then Brandon Washington, you got the floor for a minute, and then 773, you got the line. Go ahead, Clips, 1 minute or less.
Man,
Please,
real quickly, man, you can't.
And listen, no personal attacks. If you don't like what he said, address his statement directly, but please, no personal attacks on each other. You all adults. Please behave accordingly. Thank you. Go ahead.
Man, there's no need for a personal attack. The brother's wrong. He obviously is misinformed, because if he knew about Larry Hoover and Larry Hoover's life and times, he would know that Larry Hoover was doing positive things long before he was incarcerated. In fact, the positive things that we're doing was what elevated him to leadership. And once he attained leadership, he made a very valiant effort to try to change the overall culture towards the positive. That is one of the reasons why his teachings and his outfit or organization grew the way that his organization did.
Let's move forward. I gotta move forward, Mike. I gotta, cause we lit. I don't want one person to go too long. I know I said a minute, but I lied. I need to shorter than that. Brandon Washington, give me your opening statement. Let me take this caller.
I just want to say that we should look at each other. It should be a redeeming factor. You know what I mean? Just because somebody was something don't mean that that's what they are. We change, we evolve, and we should be able to come back into society and make a difference. So that's what I want to say. We always forget the redeeming factor. Just because he sold drugs at one time doesn't make him a drug dealer for the rest of his life. Just because, and that's what happens with us with felonies. We have these things on our back. This thing haunts us, and we don't get a chance to redeem ourselves.
Dope.
Great point, Brandon.
773. Go ahead. Then we'll go to Reggie. Go ahead, 773.
Yeah, this is the brother Lou again. Look, let me just say
I got
this,
you, Lou.
and I appreciate the brother for letting me back on. Let's make it clear.
Hey, Lou, your audio changed. It sounds muffled now.
Can you hear me now?
There you go. Just speak up a little bit. It sounded muffled and low now.
Oh yeah, my bad.
No,
yeah, so I think all you brothers is hitting on something very key, and what that is that and it's very deep, bro. I'm from Chicago for real. So the reality is, if you go in this city, man, A lot of people know a lot of shit about Larry Hoover, bro, that the rest of the country don't know. And this whole narrative about he was doing positive things and shit, I get that. But in real life, us a lot of people that understand that brother's plight and why he needs to get out, but they know what it is. And I think that brother, you saying that he chose to be a drug dealer, that's incorrect. Real talk. The real gripe with Larry Hoover is they feel like he was anti-establishment when it comes to the COINTELPRO. They feel like he worked with them. And that's just real talk, bro. And a lot of people put that information out here in Chicago. A lot of Fred Hampton's family, everything. But the brother reformed himself over time when he realized the damage he did. And that's just facts, bro. So I think that we got to understand why he changed and why he helped. A lot of us, we lose the history. And when you really do the history, you understand who this brother was and what he meant. You understand why he could be effective. But you got to understand it's just not on no drug doing thing. It's way bigger than that. And it goes to the 60s, my brother.
Absolutely. Well, 773, thank you so much for calling in, man. It means a lot to me that you found my little YouTube channel, man. And it means a lot to me. That means I'm doing something right in the algorithms where you open up YouTube and it popped right up. So thank you so much for your time. Thank you for your energy, man. You got a home away from home. I wish we knew. I know you don't want to tell us too much about us. Can you tell us some dope music we should check out without saying too much? Who's on the rise in Chicago? Who's the next hot one? Because we do about 1,000-some views a night, man. On the low, you never know.
What's funny is I'll give you a little hint. I threw a concert tonight at the United Center.
Say that again, bro.
I threw a concert tonight at the United Center. It was the second biggest in hip hop artist, my artist juice world. I won't reveal who I am because I could really put. I'm gonna be honest with you. I could really put a lot of these niggas out. I like their channel. I just like I like the YouTube stuff. I could just be 100, bro. Like these niggas not who they say they is, but they know who they are and they're trying to atone. And a lot of people
was Lil Perk was there? What's his name? What's the kid name? Perk.
Trippy Red.
Yeah, Trippy Red.
Yeah, I was with him tonight.
Because somebody was streaming that on YouTube tonight too.
I'm from Chicago, man, for real. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, even with this Larry Hoover shit, I could really go in deep with that, with information I really know. I really know it's all that. Like, it's a lot of shit going on, but I just feel like right now it's a big chess game happening, and that's just what it is. And I love channels like yours, bro, because I feel like I like how you coordinate it and you know, you give everybody's opinion. But the brother that came in with the opinion saying that he don't understand why Larry Hoover should get released because he's a drug dealer and stuff like that. I understand your pushback on it, but you got to know why the pushback. It's people with real arguments out here. I can even detail some at another point of why they feel like Larry Hoover shouldn't be out. That is from a black perspective, not no establishment white. So, you know, that's that. And, man, I appreciate the time.
Man, thank you so much, 773. My guy Lou, all the way from the Shy. You got anything you want to plug or promote before I let you go, Lou?
Man, just stay tuned, man. All I ask y'all to do, because all y'all smart, man, just the shit that y'all finna see the next, I would say, month is finna be like really crazy. I mean, all these killings and murders in hip hop is not by happenstance. It's a lot of shit going on. It's a hidden civil war in hip hop. And it's a lot of shit going on. It's ain't no conspiracy theory. I'm in it. And it's really taking a toll on things with people, man. So you know, whether you want to believe me or not, you know, it's affecting our children, it's affecting our homes, and it's affecting the soul of Black America.
For sure.
And that's just what it is.
Lou, I appreciate you, man. God bless you and your family, man. And thank you so much for your time and your energy. And thanks for being a caller. And please subscribe. Consider subscribing. We do this hip hop and boxing, current events all the time. Relationship talk with the ladies up here. And yeah, the ladies be getting freaky too. They be doing some sex talk at night too, Lou. They got me kicked off of Facebook for a week.
Hey, maybe
so the show get lit, man. Appreciate you.
Maybe I can connect with you at one point, because one thing I do want you to look into, and this is a little jewel and a little bombshell. Look into the relationship between J. Edgar Hoover and Larry Hoover, and you might find some answers that you don't want to find.
Oh, I'm gonna look into it tonight. All right. So thank you so much, Lou. Appreciate you calling, man. Please subscribe. God bless. I'm about to look that up now. I ain't never heard. Hey, Rob G Films.
Yeah, I know what he's talking about.
Rob
I
G
know
Films.
exactly
Hang up
what
and
he's
call
talking about.
right back. Hang up and call right back. You're gonna be the next call. Let me go over here. Damn, man, we lit. We lit it and lit now. The phone's here. We go. 443. You on the MIC? What's your name? Where you calling from, family?
It's Troy from Baltimore, Mark. I just had to call back in to clear some things up.
Troy coming on the other side.
I love it. Yo,
Oh,
so live.
okay.
Okay, hold up. 512. Hold the line. Hold once. I'm gonna hold for 60 seconds. Troy, you got 45 seconds. When I start, say go. 45 seconds on the clock, starting now. Go.
Hey, cool. You know, why not do the fundraiser? Why not do the fundraiser, you know, in his name, right? And take that money, right? You know, and like help the community that he helped destroy. Why is the focus on him, you know, needing a fundraiser? Why not help the community itself that he helped destroy? That was my simple point, man. You know, he can help himself. You know, he can find redemption. But you know, why do a fundraiser to help him? Why not help the people in the area that he helped destroy?
And let me
It ain't no reply, Reggie. I gotta get him off because I got another call.
You were supposed to let me go on after the damn call, man. But go ahead.
Go ahead. Get your bars off, Reggie. You got.
No. I'm gonna let the call. I can hold no problem.
You got yours. The caller hung up. It's Rob G.
Oh, okay. But no, I want to go with exactly what Brandon was stating when he was speaking. And the thing we have to be able to give people second chances in life to be able to redeem themselves. And especially when you look at when Larry Hoover and were doing this, these were young kids in very dire circumstances, dealing with it wasn't just so much of dealing with Hoover. You were dealing with an effed up mayor in Chicago. These are all the things people got to factor in when we talk about this shit. You go back into this time and place. These are like 20-year-old dudes. They don't understand what's happening around them. But one thing they do know is that their mothers, if they have fathers around, are barely able to put shit on the table. Now, when they come into situations to where they're making it happen, it's hard to pull a young cat back, especially when the influence ain't there. Then you have like I was saying with the Mayor Daley out there was doing a lot to fuck shit over for black folks. Now, to be able to he should have been punished for what crimes he committed, but to wash this dude away, to not give him life in prison for any of the murders, but to give it because of his power, his ability to kind of organize inside of the jail system, they went overboard. And it's the same thing like being looked at with the Tookie Williams situation, in which they washed him and give him the death penalty. And I'm glad that my brother Kev Mack even touched on it, dealing with what the the state of California allowed during this trial to allow criminals to be informants and turning snitch on this dude. And these dudes are more violent criminals than what Tookie was, and were probably ones responsible for it. So you got to go back into time and not just wash people away. Yeah, some people deserve to be washed away. But you must look at the circumstances that go into it. Some people are redeemed. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, 512. What it do? I appreciate you being patient. This is Rob G, right?
Yeah.
What's up, Rob G? Go ahead, man. You got a minute on the clock. Talk to me.
All right, man. First off, I want to say, man, salute to Mark. 5K ain't going, man. 10K coming soon. But one thing I want to say, man, is Larry Hoover. First of all, when you want to talk about him in his past, first of all, you acting like people don't grow. You know what I'm saying? You act like people don't, and you ain't doing the same stuff you was doing 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? People grow. People become a better person. You know what I'm talking about? And I wasn't the same person I was 10 years ago. And you know, you might get into certain stuff just because you got to do what you got to do to be your family, first of all. And you know, you just got to do what you got to do, man. And as you get older, you mature, and you see what's right for your people. And that leads in. That's going to be a segue into my next section. Is once he started speaking on, you know what I'm saying, power to the people. Okay, that's when you want to shut him down. You know what I'm saying? It's like once he was speaking genocide. Okay, cool. We're gonna speak genocide. Yeah. That's what the people want. But once you start speaking power and positivity, okay, we're gonna shut you down because that's not what we want. You know what I'm saying? And so that's on a couple subjects I want to touch on. That's it.
All right, well, appreciate you, Rob G.
Yeah, man.
Got anything
All right,
you want
man. Salute.
You got anything you want to
Salute
plug?
Mark Nash, man. Hey, man.
Plug your channel. Plug your channel, Rob G. Plug your channel.
Rob G Film, YouTube. YouTube site Rob G Film, man.
Absolutely. Love you, bro. I hang up before so I don't never get to hear them say if they love me back or not. Don't tell me that, nigga. Motherfucker be like, I love you too. They're gonna chop that up and make a clip out of it, Reg. You got 58 niggas telling me they love me every night. But I love y'all though. Whether y'all love me back, God loves me. God loves you too. Look, the shit was amazing, man. No matter how you look at it. The kid DJ L asked earlier, how does they join the panel? Click the link. The link is out there. I'll drop the link again. But
Hey, Mark, I think that's the brother that keep calling in. That's the brother
that's
from
Lou.
Lou.
That's Lou.
The kid.
Yeah, that's Lou.
That's him.
Lou.
And not only that, I want to say something about the what he wrote that Larry Hoover was a government plant. Here's the thing: when we say these people are government plants, they are unwilling participants in a war that they don't understand or don't know. They don't understand. So what we have to know is we at war, and it's a war going on. So when the government approached it, he must have not been too much of a plant because he still ended up in prison with all his time. So how did it benefit him other than help to destroy what he tried to create and his people? So what I just want to say is, man, we got to stop looking at our people like that, and we got to start looking at the redeeming factor and seeing what these people could bring to the table and what kind of men that they are now. Because I'm pretty sure that with this man being locked away for 50 years since the 70s, he has a lot that he can offer to his people and to his community. And not only that, it's certain voices that need to be heard. And maybe his voice could be one of the voices that could help us.
Hey, Mark, that's DJ L. That's the real DJ L too.
Okay. 773, you on the MIC. Lou, what it do?
Yeah, this what it is, bro. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna make it clear. The shit that I'm saying could put my life in danger or have me take somebody else's life. I'm gonna just be real, bro. I uncovered the information on who the brother is, his bloodline down from Mississippi. I have the birth record. I got the lady's book that she wrote by J. Edgar Hoover and how they're related. And how he was put in place to I guess I'll be kind, to offset what the Black Peace Notes was doing at the time, politicizing Black kids. You know, that's just what it was. I got countless interviews and segments, and I'll drop the link in the chat so I won't be ranting all day. But basically,
you got to join the panel, DJ L, and put it in the private chat.
I'm gonna do it
because you can't put it in the chat because the chat.
U.S. Floyd, listen, all his early people that he was around, all say that, man, this kid came out of nowhere from Jackson, Mississippi, and had this grandiose plan to take it over. Now, I'm not here to regurgitate history. What I'm saying is that ultimately, some of these dates don't make sense. If you look, like, I'm gonna break it down, but pretty much if you go into and when he got locked up in 1972, he had got locked up right after J. Edgar Hoover had passed. And when you hear the accounts that people tell about when he first arrived in prison, you can hear for yourself, man. Like they say, man, he was not a member of this organization. He had went off and went into some other things, and it's very shocking, bro. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna drop it in there. I can even expose it live.
Hey, I just followed you on IG, DJ L.
Yeah, but look, DJ,
hold on, no, Reg, let me do this, man. Hey, DJ L, so put it, send it to the DM in my, cause you ain't gonna be able to put it in the chat because you ain't got no range.
Yeah, but this is the thing, brother. I understand you gonna find a way. I don't really give a fuck because I'm who I am. You know,
It's all love. I ain't got no beef.
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna tell you some real gangster shit, bro.
Yes,
I
sir.
lived my whole life under this, this GD thing, and not me being GD per se, but just being in Chicago. I grew up at a time where if you wasn't GD, they would persecute you, doing everything to you. That's just what was gonna happen. And because it just was that type of gang, like anybody could be GD, so it was just like that. So when people sit up here and say, "Oh, Larry Hoover was out here doing good," let's keep it real. Larry Hoover was organizing gang modus and operandi from jail. I know all the top high-ranking gangster disciples for the most part through music. So it's like I'm the little guy. So at the end of the day, I'm listening to their history, their accounts that they have on public record, and none of this shit is making sense. You know what I'm saying? If you do true research and you're seeing people's comments on him in Chicago, it's just basically like Larry Hoover was this guy, and pretty much the government just locked him up because he told black people to vote. Like that's the line that they're spitting towards black people. Like Larry Hoover was important because he built an organization and he woke up one day and he said, "You know what? I don't want to do this. I want to change it to growth and development and teach young blacks in my organization to be positive and position themselves in life to do good things." And once he got to a point where the government, he was trying to tell black folks to politicize themselves, then they slapped him with all that time. That's the line that they feed you. But in actuality, Larry Hoover had been telling black folks to vote for Democratic and Republican different government incumbents since 1982.
Hey, DJ L, click the link, join the panel, so we can you can actually chop it up with everybody instead. Because when you do it like this on the call, it's just you dictating to people, and nobody gets to talk. We just got to listen to you. So, because
okay, my bad, brother.
No, you good. You good. I got it like that because on purpose, because I don't want everybody to keep going back and forth with one caller. You can join the panel, and I can keep taking calls in between our dialogue while we trading dialogue. So, it's all love.
Right now.
All right, I appreciate
so
it.
You got it in here. Okay.
I'll drop the link right now. It's all love. D Calico. Give me 1 second, Reggie. You had some discourse with DJ L, and then we'll let Calico get his bars off. Go ahead, Reg. All right, we'll come back to Reg. It's a live show. Go ahead, Calico. Unmute your mic.
I just say okay.
Go ahead, Brian. You ready?
Nah, what I wanted to say was he might be everything that brother said he was, but that man still has influence, and he talked about growth and development, about people. I'm just all about the redeeming factor with our people. He has influence, and I'm pretty sure as a 70-year-old man, he's not going to be getting out here telling people in Chicago to black people in Chicago to hurt each other. He's going to be trying to do something positive for the community and try to be an example for the community, having been in prison for over 50 years. So it's easy for us to sit and tear away at each other. That's easy because I have my faults too. And if you talked about what I did in the past, you could sully my name too. But there's also a redeeming factor, and we have to look at that. Always look at how we redeem each other and bring each other up where we can be a great people. That's the way I look at it.
Hey, brother, bad. That's the realest shit.
Hold up, real quick. DJ L has joined the panel. DJ L, before you start, Calico was here, and I need to get his opening statement because I haven't heard anything. How you feel about the show? Give me 1 second, and I got you right back, DJ L. D Calico, welcome home. Yeah. What up, though? What's popping, my G? Did you see the show? Did you like the show? Or no?
Nah, I ain't watched that.
All right, what's your take on Larry Hoover being free?
Well, he's free? Or you mean
what's your take on him getting free? People trying to free him.
I mean, shit, man, that's my homie right there, DJ L. So I've been put up on game a little too much, man. So I know what it is. You feel me?
So what's your take on Larry Hoover getting free?
It's controversial, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot.
Nigga, don't walk the tightrope with me, nigga. Do you think Larry Hoover should be free? Yay or nay? Come on, nigga.
Absolutely.
Hey, I'm a Jeff Ford, Dr. Malachi type of nigga. You know what I mean? But I ain't against them getting out, but we're gonna find out what that really entails.
Gang banging.
And not because let me say this. I'm not trying to gangster the panel. Look, I hear what the brother talking about redemption and all that shit, but let's be 1,000, bro. Like, see, the thing is, y'all don't have the facts in the history because we did the research, so we know. Now,
wait.
Nah, let him talk, man.
No. What I'm saying is,
He
I
only
know
said
for a
30
fact
seconds.
you
Let him
haven't done
talk.
the research because
Incorrect him.
I didn't even do the research. This concept made me just start doing some research and asking some fucking questions about certain things that I've been living my whole life in Chicago, not knowing, wondering why certain things were a certain way. And when I start digging and pulling certain shit up, bro, I start realizing, like, yo, this is why this is the way it is. So when y'all sitting here pushing this whole argument about redemption, hey, bro, let me explain something to y'all. At the end of the day, I can't judge nobody. I'm not God. But at the end of the day, if the black community knew what this was and these facts, they would completely disavow Larry Hoover, bro. Because right now, what you're being told is like, yo, this is a gang banger, a gang chief who changed his energies and now he wants to do positive things. And that narrative, anybody could get with redemption, right? But if I sat here and I did a certain, it's always a level to what you do, bro. So if I did a certain group of things that is like just the worst shit in the world, it's like a level where people might not even fucking forgive you. So I would like you guys to hold your opinion until I present the information to y'all, whatever, and then you tell me from there what y'all think. But I was a guy living in Chicago, like just under the spell, like everybody. Larry Hoover should be free. I'm from Chicago, but when I end up finding this shit out and finding out, damn, so this is why the black community in Chicago is this way right now because of this 52 fake out that happened in the 64 to 69 after these niggas was talking about sending the country up, that kind of put us and lulled us to sleep. And that's where I'm at with it, brother. I mean, I'm not anti-pro nobody. At the end of the day, it's a reason why them white folks gave him 200 years out the gate, and he wasn't even a popular gang chief yet, bro. They knew who he was on another level. It's a deeper level who he was, and it's very important to this day. And it got a lot of shit to do with bloodline and lineage. And this ain't no
DJ L. I'm listening to you, but I don't want you to do a filibuster because we got a loaded panel.
I do your thing, bro.
No. Stay with me though. I want people to have a chance to reply to some of those things you're saying. And more than one person might want to reply.
Yeah, and it don't matter if the proof ain't there.
Yeah. So bear with me. I think my guy Clips took umbrage with that first. Go ahead, Clips. Go ahead.
I just my main thing is taking umbrage of. I mean, bro, I don't know you. You don't know me. Don't tell me what I don't know or what I do know.
He won't talk about you.
No, he said people don't know the research. I know.
I wasn't saying you specifically.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Let me, come on, people. Can I talk? Can I talk?
Fair enough. But don't.
Can I talk?
Yeah, I want you to talk, but let's leave that alone. Go with the information that you want to address because he didn't say your and I don't like the energy that it brings. Respectfully, my brother. Let's just move forward.
I'm saying that to say I know why Larry Hoover was important and all the things that he was doing within circles. The reason why, the way he was organizing the different gangs under the Folks Nation, under you know what I'm saying, especially when him and Jeff Barksdale got together and Jeff tapped him and made him a king. You know, David tapped him and made him a king while he turned down being an ambassador for Jeff. I know all the political positioning that he did and what he was doing behind the scenes. I get all that.
Can I address that?
I do. No. Let me finish. I believe it is very important for these people like the Larry Hoovers and all those who are still alive, who we still have from that time, who could tell us, yes, we sat there, we had handlers, we had government people who was telling us what to do and what not to do. If with these people still tucked away, people think that that's just wild, crazy nigga conspiracy talk. Larry Hoover is a living testament. And on top of that, he became the spook by the door. As you even attest to, he started using, once he positioned himself, he started using those connections to go against that. I'm done. I mean, I'm just saying, no, he's saying, I know people know.
Well, let's put it in perspective. What you're saying,
and try to do it in less than a minute, so we can get some more calls.
I mean, brother, well, look, I'm gonna be honest with you, Mr. Nash. I love how you run your show. Can you at least expand it to 2? Because when you
2 minutes, I love it. 2 minutes on the clock.
Right.
Hey, look, I'm gonna put it on the screen. Put it on the screen.
Okay,
so
cool.
Push the button. It's gonna mute your mic. So unmute your mic as soon as I start it.
So kind of my situation is this, bro. What you saying is so important because you telling the story. Like, you gotta understand, man. At that point in time, we gotta understand why this is important today. Larry Hoover, and this narrative that you get from them people in that time is very pertinent today, because if you think about Jeff Ford, and I'm not pro Black P. Stone at all, but if you look at that time, the mobilizing they were doing on a global level with young people, and for that to be positioned in a way to be curtailed or not be allowed to grow, it's very strange. And then you see the positioning of Larry Hoover. Now, obviously, at the time, I went with what you were saying. I was like, well, you know what? Them young brothers was getting all type of bad information from the government. They didn't know who they was rocking with or whatever. But when I end up doing the family lineage history on,
then there you go. You did the family lineage. Go ahead. I'll mute your mic.
I end up looking up this brother's family lineage and seeing some key signs and symbols that made me really disturbed, and it brought everything into perspective. And the reason why I know you don't know this, brother, because you have to pay for the information. I'm not saying you didn't know that in the sense of you were ignorant. It's just sealed. They're hiding it. He knows who he is and what he represents, and he was made aware of that at that time. And basically, I could show you, proof from that space where his contemporaries did not look at him in a gang chief status. They didn't look at him in that light. But his proposition was very bold based on some backing he had, and they rolled with it, sold the Black community out. When he went to jail, he went in a certain direction. And
you're already at your 2 minutes too, bro. Low key.
Oh, look, that's where I'm at, bro. And I would like to present the information and let you guys, pick it apart. See what you think.
I'm gonna do
briefly, Mark. Real brief. I don't even need a full minute.
Yeah, but yeah, man. So other people got to speak though.
I know. I don't even need a full minute.
With 2 people,
brother, I get what you're alluding to. We know.
No, I need to say this because the people need to hear me say it, Mike. You might get it, but the people need to hear me say it. I don't want to get to a point where it's just 2 people going back and forth, and we got 4 of the people on the panel, and people trying to call in. You get what I'm saying? And other people want to reply to him as well. Like, if you can't get it all out in 2 minutes or a minute, he replies, it's the next person's chance to be able to reply to him too. It's not just you 2 going back and forth respectfully. But go ahead, Mike.
Man, real simply, man, bruh, I know what you alluding to. Hoover's family is from a family, and he is actually of blood relations to J. Edgar Hoover, who actually was Black. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know all this. It had a lot of ties to Boule and different things within the occult. There's all sorts of things, and then you find that a lot with other gang leaders and other people who are propped up, other people who are positioned, and who better to tell the story of what's really going on than those who are still alive, who could actually tell the story and are actually willing to talk. Larry Hoover, example of the people I'm speaking of.
Hey, Mark.
Go ahead, bro.
Hey, like, I don't understand how bro can co-sign what he just said. Like, I think he just came to that conclusion right this damn second.
Who?
Because if he didn't, there's no reason to co-sign that kind of shit. And say,
when you say bro, who put an address on that shit?
He was just talking. Eclipse was just saying, come on,
it's Clips.
Bro, you listening to the situation. You listening to the situation. Bro didn't know that, and if he did, why the hell is you co-signing that? Why is you gonna actually sit here and say that this could be the biggest government agent type bullshit in history? And you like, but we need that. We need some of that. Who
Man,
better to tell us?
Larry Hoover is the biggest con artist in the
We
last
do. We
2 years.
do.
No,
We
no,
do.
that's not what I. That's not what I
See what
said.
y'all
No,
doing, though?
no,
But
no,
y'all
no,
see
no,
what y'all
no.
doing though? It's like y'all can't take the discourse.
Can I say something more?
Nah, before you do that, understand what's happening here. Y'all are all grown men, and I respect you all. I just met you, DJL, but you see what happened here? Yeah, he took a shot at you. That don't mean you have to respond immediately. Let him finish his statement, and then you can respond to him. You get what I'm saying? Like, I just think it's so simple. Like, where's the bearings? Have some bearings, bro. Control your temper. Control it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you get a chance to reply. I ain't gonna let a nigga smoke you and flame you up, and you can't say nothing. But I get it though. I get it. It's immediate. You gotta let people know. Nah, I get it. I want Brandon before you reply. I want Clips to get a chance to defend himself, and then you can echo that. And then Calico. I know it don't look like I know what I'm doing, but I know what I'm doing, homie. I know niggas up here. I know niggas kill each other for less, homie. So go ahead, Clips, and then Brandon, please.
First of all, Calico, I understand, and you cannot twist my words. If you understand how COINTELPRO truly worked, you understand that all the gang leaders, more than Hoover, they were groomed, they were prepared, and they were put in position. Tupac was planted and groomed and put in position. You talk about Jeff Fort. Jeff Fort was manipulated and planted by handlers. Dr. Malachi York was actually a plant of the OTO. So you know what? You can't pick and choose with your battles, okay?
That's assumption. That's all assumption.
And then Brandon Washington, go and reply, get your bars off, and then we'll let Calico and DJ L and Reggie jump back in. That's it, man. I gotta moderate this.
What
shit,
I want to say
I'm gonna be
is,
spraying over each other. I can't hear it.
what I want to say is, we throwing out a lot of accusations. Let's provide some proof and some facts. I mean, this may be stuff that may be true, but if we can't prove this stuff, then it just is speculation, and we shouldn't be up here speculating. We should be dealing in truth. So if all of this stuff that's being brought by the Calico saying and DJL is saying, man, drop some facts on it, drop some paperwork. Other than that, we're just speculating, and we shouldn't be doing that. We should be dealing in facts, and we should be dealing in what we think and what we research and what we do not know and what is not being provided. So provide the facts. And as far as
Brandon,
stop doing that, man.
And the
Come
thing
on,
is,
man.
in this
bro.
format, okay,
Bro, y'all gotta relax with that shit, man. Let me host the show, bro. They I know what the audience want. They want to hear a good, clean dialogue. They want to hear the arguments. They do not want to hear y'all cutting each other off, over talking each other. I know the audience because I've been cultivating this audience for a year. Trust me, man. Let me do my job. Brandon, are you finished? God damn, man, y'all killing me with this shit. Like,
I'm done.
Can
Yeah,
take the
I'm done.
discourse a little bit, and then reply to a nigga. Go ahead, Calico.
Yeah, man, because Brandon don't give a damn about no facts. Brandon just was saying.
We ain't gonna do that, now, Calico.
No, I'm being honest.
That's what we're not gonna do. Calico, that's what we not gonna do. That's what we not gonna do. We ain't gonna make no personal attacks. Address his points, speak your point, but you ain't gonna make no personal attacks. Those days are over. It's a new day, homie.
But we talking about this subject. Now, if I was talking about something else, I would be
I'm talking about this subject. Brandon don't care about no facts. Fuck that. That's a personal attack. Address his statement, homie. Like, leave all that silly shit alone, bro. Make your point without saying some bullshit.
No, bro.
You don't know
calm
him.
Down, bro.
No, I ain't gonna calm down. You calm down. Don't tell me to calm down.
I think Mark,
man, you tripping, bro. And you testing my patience right now, trying to make this an argument. It's not no argument, and it's not no democracy. If you can't respect
all this
that
goddamn
man,
testing your patience, all this, man.
if you can't respect that man and have a conversation with him, your stay here is gonna be short tonight. You gotta respect this man. And Calico, I know what I'm dealing with. I know who I'm talking to when I talk this way. Cause I don't make me say your track record and what had happened if I just let you talk freely. All right,
man, bro. So just my phone's gonna go dead anyway, so you ain't gotta run me off with that.
All right, what about it, nigga? You gone then. Go charge your shit up. Nigga, that's what type of time I'm on. Real nigga.
Crazy.
Go charge your shit up. Fuck that. Like, nah, I'm not about to look. This nigga asked the lady up here how many abortions she had and how many kids she don't swallow. and he gonna tell me I need to calm down. Nigga, please. I know what type of nigga I'm dealing with. I can't let you hijack my panel, and I can't let you start disrespecting people. No, leave that shit alone early. I'm not in the mood. Craig Belly, what's popping?
Yo.
What up, though? Where you from?
Yo.
Where you from, homie? Craig Belly, where you from? Going once? Going twice? All right,
Gone.
Yeah, on the next one, my nigga. Nah, niggas don't know what type of time I'm on, bro. I can't let niggas hijack my show. No.
Can I respond, brother?
Fuck that. If y'all can't respect each other, y'all stay gonna be short. No personal attacks on each other, man. You could have said what you said without them little jabs at Brandon. You don't know Brandon. You know Brandon from YouTube. Respect that man and leave him alone. Address his point. And you ain't got to respect him, but you're going to respect me. If not, your stay going to be short. And all you can do is click dislike and unsubscribe. I'll be all right. Fuck out of here, man. Stop disrespecting each other, man. That shit lame. Bring the smoke to me. I'll take it. But y'all leave my panel alone.
Can I respond to the brother?
Yeah, go ahead, DJ L. You got the floor.
I don't have no issue with what the brother was saying, because the brother Brandon, he hasn't seen the information I have. Nobody has, and that's not a personal attack to nobody. Whatever I'm saying, brothers and sisters, I can show and prove. You know, I went and did the research. I ended up pulling it up, and if you guys want it or ever, because this is a brother Mark's show, you know what I'm saying, I could provide that. But basically, I was able to find the birth record. I was able to call the lady who had written the original manuscript about J. Edgar Hoover's lineage to her, and she is his third cousin or something like that. She paid the person that does the lineage in Salt Lake City and traced it back. They're both from the same cities, but ultimately, what I'm trying to explain is, they groom certain people in a sense of in that era, but it's a bloodline, brother, that we're not addressing, and it's a certain symbolism, and it's a certain thing that was shocking to me, and it's a couple things that was shocking to me that kind of explains where we are right now. And whenever the brother permits, I'll have no problem digressing sending that information to you guys and showing it.
Man, keep that info to yourself. Y'all go too far with this conspiracy, lineage, 23andMe type bullcrap. The fact that they have to go through some old 23andMe to tie some lineage shows that J. Edgar Hoover and Larry Hoover had no association with one another. If this lineage meant so much, Larry Hoover wouldn't been living in the midst of urban decay inside of Chicago's poverty. If this lineage thing means so much, people have relatives because people fuck. That lineage shit y'all tie into some old triangulations between numbers and all that stuff is some of the most idiotic stuff. I don't think none of these dudes are plants. I think what happens if they see young kids moving up through the ranks of gang culture inside their neighborhoods, the shit that was going on in the 60s, with a lot of this kind of CIA kind of plots inside of American cities, they see a kid, I can use this kid for my agenda, this kid being blind to it because he's just living in the midst of all this damn chaos amongst them. He don't know that he's being used. To think that he deliberately did that, like, come on, man, y'all go beyond this stuff. Regardless if he was, ain't no regardless to that stuff. The stuff they were being used for all throughout this damn country within these cities. If anything should be pointed at, Mayor Daley should be someone pointed at in this situation and prosecuted, dug up from his grave and thrown in the jail casket. That's who should be fucking caught in this stuff, not these dudes who were in their teens being targeted by government officials. Like, come on, man.
Can I address the brother?
Not yet, because Craig Bailey just joined in. Bailey, what up, Bailey? What's your name? Where you from? Well, I think it say Bailey. You got your real name up here, so I'm gonna just say KB. I'm gonna change your name to KB. KB, what up? I don't want nobody try to unmute your mic, KB.
What up?
What's poppin', my G? Where you from?
Well, I was born in Jamaica and I was raised in Miami-Dade County, you know what I mean?
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. Welcome home. You got a home away from home here.
All right.
But bro,
yeah, man, I just been checking in, man. You know, I just want to share something about the
KB, I just want to say, hey, man, sorry what you had to witness there. I'm not a bad host. I'm just look. Everybody know my cousin just died last night. I can't go to the funeral because of COVID protocols and all kind of shit. So, man, I'm not in the mood to hear brothers up here arguing and beefing with each other. And that brother,
Man, that was disrespectful, bro. That was straight
he
disrespectful
and I
because I
got
was listening to the answer.
yo, he and I got history. And I like the kid. I ain't take his wrench. I ain't block him. But he asked the lady of my show, the first lady of the show, how many kids she don't swallow, how many abortions she don't have. So
Man, that's disrespectful.
So I know what he's capable of. So I gotta
Yeah.
nip that shit in the bud early.
Quick.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Kyle. And he knows it's all love. He can join the panel and talk again too. But I'm just saying, he said, now I'm a gay host. But you click my link. I ain't never click yours. Respectfully.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. I just don't want him to go that far because I know what he's capable of. And he's
Yeah.
making it seem like I'm a bad guy. I'm bullying him. But my G, I know what you're capable of. I don't want that tonight. Let's have a
Right.
good show. Let's talk about the concert. We can talk about Larry Hoover. He took shots at Clips early. I let that slide. And then he going with Brandon Watch. I'm like, all right, I see what type of time he on.
Nah, you can't do that, man, on the platform, man. That's gonna
Like the nigga called me
affect your platform. It's like he's trying to tear down your platform, brother.
Come on, B. I burned the whole shit down before I let him have it. I burned
You
the shit down
know,
before I let him have it.
that's the problem with us in society today. We don't help build each other up. Only thing we do is tear each other down. Rest in peace to Slim 400. You know what I'm saying?
All right, go ahead. You got the floor, though, KB. I like your energy. I trust you enough where I can take this off. I don't think you're gonna put some weirdo shit on the screen. Go ahead.
Nah, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm a very, you know what I'm saying, educated brother. You know what I'm saying? My mother's a doctor and my father's a professor, you understand? But
What
yeah,
you
man,
do?
it's just
What you do?
huh?
What you do? Are you a doctor
I'm a
too?
trade man. I'm a technician for HVAC and
Oh, that's dope.
electrician.
Oh man, you can go anywhere in the world. They're gonna want some air conditioner. How about that?
That's what I'm doing in Jamaica. I'm working. I'm doing my trade
All
in
right, well,
Jamaica
look, you
right
got
now. So
2
I'm
minutes
actually in
on the
Jamaica.
clock. 2 minutes on the clock. Opening statement. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for your energy. I respect you, bro. And like I said, you got any smoke for anybody? Don't bring it to the panel. Bring it to me. I'm a big boy. I can take it. But
Nah, man, nah, no smoke, brother. You know what I'm saying? It's all about unity. You see us as black people, man, we need to learn how.
unmute your mic. Unmute your mic. This your 2 minutes. Go ahead.
Yeah, brother. You know, like I was saying, man, us as black people, man, we need to learn how to be united with each other instead of competing and always trying to tear each other down or whatever the case may be. Nowadays in society, it's all about ops and killing each other and all that other stuff. Rest in peace to Young Dolph. Rest in peace to Slim 400. You understand? This needs to stop. Black on black crime and all this bumping heads, man, it need to stop, man. All we doing is tearing ourselves down, you understand? And it sets a bad example. And we're looked at and looked upon from the other races as look at those N-words, you understand? So it's like we've went from being kings to court jesters. You understand? It's like we're clowns joking our lives away and we have so much potential. You know what I mean? As a people. You know what I'm saying? And it's just sad that we dying every day. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to that brother Slim 400. Once again, an Empire Records artist got sacrificed again. It seems like it, but you understand? He's right in his own neighborhood and died being a circumstance of his own neighborhood. You know, it's just crazy, man. It's sad, brother.
Appreciate you, man. Anybody want to reply to that? Hey, look, sorry, man. Look, I can relax now. Let me do this one super chat real quick. She said, I think she's talking. This is for Calico. You need to meditate, my family issues. Absolutely, I couldn't agree more. Nigga, meditate. How you dissing a nigga and you join this panel all the time? Like, come on, you sound crazy.
A 10. A 10. A fucking 10.
No, she was saying she wants you to mediate her family issues, bro.
Oh, I didn't even read that right. Meditate. Oh yeah, mediate. Yeah.
Mediate.
Look, we all gotta talk, man, but we can't disrespect each other and expect to have some growth and to get
Yeah, man, that gotta stop.
especially when you start off with a little slick jab. That's why everybody start cutting each other off because that first person's opening line of their opening statement is usually a jab at somebody else on the panel. Like, well, I just want to say Reggie Owens, you a bitch. Brandon, you a hoe. KB, you don't know shit. And that clips you a fake GD. Nigga, what you mean let him finish, Martin Ash? You get what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to do that to get your bars off, homie. Like, and it's just, I don't know, maybe it comes from me being in the military, me being a husband, a father, and just trying to make it work. I don't know. Me getting jumped before. I want to talk it out. Let's talk it out without disrespecting each other, all right? And we can go a long way in life. And you can go very far on YouTube, just letting people talk. Let me do this drop one more time.
A 10, a 10, a 10, a fucking 10.
And Calico, you ain't my enemy. Go ahead, Reggie, Brandon, and Cliff.
Quick rebuttal to that about everybody bringing up this. What's that record company you just mentioned about the artist?
Empire.
Yeah, I don't think Empire got nothing to do with that, man. When you look at these circumstances, I hate empowering white people as if they're just some greater being. There's some powerful force of
puppet masters pulling strings,
and they're none of that. They ain't none of that ish. They ain't the cause of a lot of this shit. The issue with these rappers have been where these rappers come from.
They're a product of their environment.
Yeah, they don't want to see you coming up, and then also it's not just people don't want to see them coming up. These rappers engage in a lot of that shit. They be millionaires still engaging and
they'll be too active. That's true.
I gotta make when you let them talk.
So when you making bread like that and you engaging with people that's still kind of in a struggle, and they see you coming up and you coming through the neighborhood, you's a goddamn target. Ain't no white forces behind that shit. The same thing with this dude Slim 100. The hood, that's all hood related shit. And the person who killed them knew this dude. This ain't no white folks. These white folks don't give a shit about what these folks doing. They ain't got to put hits out. If they want to put hits out, they can do real direct hits. They ain't got to try to knock people off. It ain't easy to kill people. Anybody can be touched. Even a president can. So ain't no powerful. People ain't that powerful with the shit. People can organize something, but what these rappers going through is just regular hood shit. And over there where he's at, there's a lot of people being killed over there. There's wars going on in LA. But that's my piece.
Hey, and I want to say this before I pass the mic to Clips and Brandon, and back to KB. Hey, DJ L, you never put the link in the private chat. I thought when you joined the panel, you was gonna put the link in the private chat. He said he gotta go. He said I need to mod my show better. I'm sorry I disappointed you, my brother. Usually I'm better, and but Calico just really got on my skin tonight. And normally he don't get on my skin. Like I said, the nigga called me Toby 20 times every episode, and I never flare up. But I just wasn't in the mood for all that sneak diss and shit. And I know how far he can go. And when I felt like he got offended, like I was doing something wrong by telling him, hey, don't go there. So it just kind of went their way. And I apologize to Calico. I apologize to anybody who's watching or listening. And like I said, that's not indicative of who I am. I'm just saying, man, I ain't in the mood for all that shit, man, about that big bickering and beefing, man. Just because you disagree with somebody's point. Yo, even Clips, I ain't like how Clips was like, yo, you can't tell me what I don't know. I'm like, bro, he didn't say your name. He just speaking in general.
Nah, but what I said was, it was like, I can tell y'all don't know what I'm talking about. And that's what I was meaning. Like, no, I know exactly what he's alluding to.
Who is y'all, though?
Exactly. That's what I was getting at. Like, why are you saying when Lou kept saying, y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Y'all don't know. Like, I'm from Chicago, and it's like, I don't want to try to run my track record to you, but I know what you're talking about.
Bro,
and that was what I said.
He was talking to everybody. I felt what Clips was saying because he was like, because I ain't told y'all the information. Y'all don't know.
Yeah, I didn't need you to tell me. I know this. That's what I was getting at. And like what I'm saying, I agree with what Reggie's saying. You know what I'm saying? And me and Reg, this is where me and Reg agree and we disagree. Like, some of these things be true, but I agree with Reg that people be reaching. All right. As an MK Ultra baby myself, I you know me, I've had personal conversation with you, Mark. As a 41-year-old, I see the way as a teenager I was maneuvered by all these handlers. And so I get what you're saying, Reg. And that's why I'm saying what I'm saying about Hoover and all of his peers. No, I mean, I'm not trying to say that, oh, they're blameless. I'm saying that if you really want to get to the bottom of it, no, just the way we South Africa dealt with apartheid. You know, they didn't end apartheid until they got the clerk and they got all the people who participated in it to come forward and say, yeah, this is what we were doing. These were the people who were rewarding us or leveraging us this way if we didn't implement these laws, if we didn't do certain things. You feel what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? And if you look at with Larry Hoover in specific, this was a brother who was trying to do that. Read his book. He's trying to explain to you different ways of, all right, take your organization and do it this way to keep it clear from this type of shit. Tookie Williams won a Nobel Prize trying to, get with the gangs in California and say, hey, they got us doing these certain things for these certain reasons. So let's undo this. Because, all right, it's one thing, oh, well, he was a gang leader, but no, there was that organization. And so if you just leave that organization completely, then you still have this weapon that COINTELPRO is using and still using within our communities. And so we need the leaders. Why not get the people who built the shit to help dismantle it? They know how it works.
Deuce keeps saying he want to hear what Phil got to say. Who is Phil?
I think he's talking about Lou. I think he thinks Phil is Lou. I think he said, you know what I'm saying? He's talking because Lou kept saying the information.
I want to hear it too, but I know he can. I got Calico out of here, but he left the panel too. He said he can't build his way, but I'm like, shit.
Remember, that's Calico's guy though, man. I think that's Calico's guy. I remember that saying, but it's all good. I ain't mad at Calico or him. I'm just saying, like, I've had this conversation with Calico and brothers before. It's like,
it's all
I'm
good.
not gonna tell you what you know,
niggas, but you ain't got to start in with Brandon don't like facts. I know that about Brandon Washington. He don't like facts. Brandon, do you not like facts?
That's why I asked for the facts. I mean, if we have information, let's put it out so it can be vetted. Yeah, yeah. So it could be vetted for everybody to look at and then see, and we can come to our own conclusion. But what I will say this, coming back off of what Eclipse is saying, he's right. In South Africa, they didn't, which I didn't like. They didn't. A part of the agreement for Mandela to be released is that they wouldn't prosecute anybody, but they did have a truth and reconciliation committee. So they did have that to show how they did what they did, who was involved. We need to see that because Larry Hoover could just be a symbol. He could just be a start, and we could get Mumia Abu Jamal free. We could get Mutulu Shakur free. We can get all our political prisoners free, and we can see the games that they ran on us. We need to see these things to make sure that we don't keep repeating them. If it wouldn't have been for Gary Webb exposing that the CIA was tied into the crack epidemic, we would have been in trouble. Rick Ross, the real Rick Ross Freeway, would still be in jail right now. The only reason he had his thing overturned because he was able to prove that he was working with a CIA agent that he didn't even know that was tied into the CIA. So we need to see these games. We need these things released. We need our people released so we can see the games that they play about us. We need that, whether they participated in it or not. Still, we need that in front of us so we won't keep making the same mistakes, being led around by fools and being put into these foolish situations.
Calico, is your phone charged up now? Because he said he got to go because his phone's charged up. I just sped the process up. Shit.
I ain't even going to do this dance with Calico, but I got proof of my stuff. I ain't going to hijack your show, flooding you out with links, but we can do this, though.
No, you good. Go ahead. Reg, KB, y'all clips, y'all want to react?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Yeah, on the Larry Hoover situation, you guys are aware that Donald Trump passed a law, some First Step Act or whatever, that makes Hoover eligible for parole because what they sentenced him for was like unfair by the constitutional judicial system. So due to that law that Donald Trump passed, I think it's called the First Step Act. So actually he qualifies for that.
Yeah, and I believe his son spoke on that on the North thing with Drake James. Because here's the thing, DJ L, respectfully, of course, he started in beaming in. Reg, you remember he was like the GDs and Instagram and Twitter are going up about it. And then as the conversation went on, it sounds like he's up about it.
Yeah, that's what I was getting the vibe of. Like it was like none of that made sense of even the opening to this conversation of having an issue with the concert.
Because it's
None of
supposed to
it
be
made
about the
issue.
music. Tonight we're supposed to be talking about the music and who had the best
Right.
performance. That's why I got Troy out of here so quick. I'm like, he didn't even watch the concert. You get what I'm saying? The show is about the concert tonight. I'll do that. Should Larry Hoover be free episode tomorrow to so we can really get into this debate and we can have a real conversation about it. And
Okay.
maybe cooler heads will prevail tomorrow. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But go ahead, Reg. Give me more of your reaction on that because it started off with what Twitter is saying, but it seems like no, this is what you're saying.
Yeah,
Because when I said the family, did the family say anything?
And that's all that matters. Like I pick up on when people are doing this shit early on. I pick up on it, and that's why where some people be thinking I'm like a conspiracy killer, and it's like it's not that because I see where some people go with this. Some people take information and they go with a whole misinterpretation of everything, and like even with them saying that, it's about what the family feels. Kanye brought this family to the forefront. Kanye gave this dude's son a voice. And it's like, where are these other people? Because they think they are part of an organization. Then the guy comes out thinking thinking he was GD. Then he comes out and say he wasn't GD. He just happened to be raised in a city and he tried to live by their codes. But even those who claim to be GD don't live by those codes.
He claimed. Did he start off saying he was GD?
Yeah.
No, the way he was talking, it made it sound like
No. I gotta
like,
write this down because y'all know I'm gonna do my timestamp.
Hey, Clips, I thought he was saying that he GD and we don't, and then he came back later and said he wasn't GD, he just lived by the way because he's from Chicago or not.
Oh man, you already know, Reggie. No, as soon as he started talking, my ears perked up. One, because you know what I'm saying, like, you know me, and so when he starts talking all that and it starts on from Chicago, my ears perk up. I'm big 7'4", and I'm see to shine and see with mine. So I just wanted to hear what the guy from Chicago said. And then I noticed that he wasn't saying he was GD. He was just acting like he's affiliated or he grew up around it. And then later on, he started saying, oh, no, I'm just from Chicago and I did my research. And then at some point, he's saying that, well, he wasn't really messing with it. But then when he started seeing about the concert, then he had to do his research. And so it's like, this is just new information you're just coming across. And that's what I was saying to you, Mark. No, I wasn't getting mad or triggered by him saying you don't know nothing. It's like, no, this is something that I was born and sworn into. I ain't got to tell my life story here. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm not just talking about the Gangster Disciple part of the game. I'm talking about all the other shit that he's talking about. You know my story, Mark. And so I was like, hey, bro, I know what you're talking about, but we talking about here is a man who's working to undo all that shit you're saying. He's working to undo that. Especially when him and Calico gonna bring up shit like Dr. Malachi York. I mean, I love the work Dr. Malachi York did, but Dr. Malachi York was fucking them kids. That's what tore his organization down. We ain't gonna say nothing about that.
I put a case on that. 2 cases on it. Ouch.
That's why I was kind of getting like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, you feel what I'm saying? What are you talking about? And if you're gonna really do that, like you were saying, get in the private
and
jet.
then you're right. Yeah, you're right, Clips. Because then Calico brought up, I'm a Jeff Fort, Malachi. Bro, that's gang banging. What are you talking about?
That's why
So you picking different sides of the spectrum. That's not what we here for.
Right. Basically, what Reggie's saying is if you really understand.
For the people who don't know, when he said that, what does that mean? Let me ask Brandon first. Just to switch.
Jeff Fort is.
So go ahead.
Jeff Fort is a start. Jeff Fort was the leader of the Black Peace Stone. Matter of fact, he went and testified in front of Congress during the Nixon administration. I think. Remember, he's the one that had on the big hat, and also he changed his organization name to the El Rookins. He is in prison right now because he was collaborating with Muammar Gaddafi in Libya to overthrow the United States government. So it's deeper than that. So in the Stones and the GDs have history in Chicago, which I'm not from Chicago, but I'm familiar with it. And that's basically gangbanging, choosing one side or the other.
All right, go ahead, Clips.
Yeah, basically, Jeff Fort was the leader of the Peace Stone Nation. Actually, Hoover came up. He was younger than him. Hoover even started out as a Peace Stone ambassador and everything. And the Peace Stones and Vice Lords, they're under the 5. You know what I'm saying? GDs and BDs were under the 6. And most of them traditions are basically break down between Black Hebrew Israelites and Black Moors. You know what I'm saying? It deals with that stuff when you get into their science. And so, like, that's basically what Reggie was saying when they were like, "Oh, I'm more Malachi York, I'm more Jeff Fort." It just sounded like these are cats who came up out of Moorish schools instead of coming up under the 6, and they're just like, "Oh, fuck that shit," just because they came up under the 5. Am I right? Am I right, Reggie? It just sounded like
Gang
that
banging.
That was Brandon. That was Brandon who was speaking on that.
No, that was me. I said that. Yeah, I
But
said
am I
that.
right,
That's
Reggie? That's
gang
what you're
bang,
getting at.
and
'Cause
I
that's
knew
what I
that.
took from it.
Yeah, no, I think we was all getting on the same thing. I think we all on the same accord with it. But that was
Right.
Brandon breaking more down what Jeff Ford and all them was. That was Brandon speaking on that.
Oh, yeah. No, I was talking about, I was right in assuming that you were picking up that same vibe for me. Like, I wasn't even on no set trip being a GD type shit. It was just like, if you live in the land of 5 and 6 and you deal with nations outside of gangs, like, you get a guy, like, say, like, if somebody's talking big about Jeff Ford or GD, be like, "Oh, man, you know what, man, whatever, man, fuck that nigga, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, come on, we ain't even here for that. I ain't even here set tripping. I wouldn't get, if they were saying free Jeff Ford, what I'm saying is, all those cats who are still alive from that time, like the brother so eloquently brought up about Brother Freeway Ricky Ross, a great brother who I had a chance to speak with a few times. You feel what I'm saying? That brother's free because he did his dirt. He did all that poison to the community. But you know what? Instead of just letting these, letting these people allow themselves to kill the assassin, so we never know who ordered the hit. No, when these assassins and these motherfuckers are alive and they're trying to tell their story and right their wrongs, let them. Because if not, we will never know. Like the brother so eloquently put out with the Truth and Reconciliation committees in South Africa. Yeah, it pissed a lot of people off when he divorced Nelson because she didn't believe this. Oh man, come on, you're not gonna prosecute him and everything like that. But Nelson understood that the only way we can truly stop this within that country was where we all got to see how this is a system. We've got to see the sticks and carrots that are used to move us all around, and all these people who say, "Oh man, you was just a drug dealer, you was blah blah blah." You have no idea, John Q. Citizen, you was just as much a part of this as I was.
Okay, well, let me say this. At the end of the day, it's okay to disagree, homie. That's all I was trying to say. This shit went from us talking about the concert to people saying, well, they didn't say Larry Hoover name enough, to that same person telling me, well, Larry Hoover, blah, blah, blah. Y'all heard it. Check the replay, right? What I can't remember. I don't want to mischaracterize his words. But he started off, Reggie, you get what I'm saying?
He was basically insinuating or saying that he said it that Larry Hoover was a government plant and that he was tied into J. Edgar Hoover, which was one of the most despicable men on the planet ever to be born, who used to head the FBI, who the FBI federal building is named after to this day, and they need to change the goddamn name. But he was just talking about how, oh, they got the same lineage. So that means just trying to create something sinister behind that, and it acting as though that they were all acting in cahoots with J. Edgar Hoover and acting as though they knew the plan of COINTELPRO. And basically what we were saying is that they didn't. You know what I mean? They was pawns. Because if he was who that brother was trying to insinuate he was, that man would have never went to prison. You don't put high level people like that in prison. And I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna leave it alone. The guy who sold who was the CIA handler for Freeway Ricky Ross, his name is Daniel Blandon. He never went to prison. Matter of fact, he went back to Nicaragua. He went back to where they from, and he living out his days. He didn't go to prison. So if that was the case, if that man was that high level and that tied in, he would never be in prison in the Supermax and would have never been in prison for 50 years. They either kill people like that know too much information, or you get to live out your days. So come on, man, we got to stop with that.
Go ahead. Anybody want to react to that?
No,
KG?
I can't agree more. And that goes back to my point about that's why the brothers who, yes, they were pawns, they were used, but as you can see, the reason why Hoover is not locked up for any crime of criminality, he's still in prison because no, they know what Hoover was doing when he was free, and they know what he's been doing since he's been incarcerated, and they know the potential of what he could do if he was free. And one of the potential things he could do is give us more light and insight. You know, there's a reason why Osama bin Laden was killed and not brought in. Because you don't want that man talking. It's easy to go ahead and pin the tail on the donkey, call this one person the boogeyman, and the story ends here. Because it gets real scary when you find out who was all the real scary monsters propping up this so-called boogeyman. Because that boogeyman wasn't a boogeyman, he was just a man.
KB, Reggie, y'all talk to me. Who up? Go
Yeah,
ahead,
no,
Reggie.
I agree with them absolutely, but and I think that we get so caught up in tearing down who people deem as these evil monsters within our community. Did they do evil and ill shit? Without a doubt, a lot of them have. But at some point, you must redeem these people. I mean, we look at it we look at it on the other side with the white spectrum of society. They forgive people all the goddamn time, but for some reason, black folks are taught to never forgive. It's almost like the what's the white teacher who pulled that experiment with black versus white, Elliot or some shit.
Oh, Jane Elliott. Jane Elliott.
Yeah, black folks are still wrapped up in that type of shit. They think so ill of black folks as if you can't be redeemed, but you pass them a white criminal baby, and this baby will be fixed. And that's just the way not all of us. That's just the way too many in our societies process shit. And once again, that guy can be redeemed. Even looking at this situation in LA, had they been able to Arnold not pulling the, and I can't blame Arnold for not pulling with the stay. He didn't know too much. It's not his, wasn't his thing with Tookie Williams. But had they put a stay on Tookie Williams' execution and possibly let him out, that's what the streets is missing. The streets is missing a lot of these original founders and OG wisdom to speak to these young kids, because that's what I was talking about in the live yesterday. Even though we may need to be tougher on crime, the solution ain't just throwing motherfuckers away to jail, because even in the time period in which they did that, because I've observed right at the point when they were doing this in LA and taking a lot of these leaders who were doing violent shit off the street. Did it curtail violence? Did it deter people from wanting to commit crime? It did the total opposite. That city exploded with so much damn violence, and they had never been able to correct it. But you took away a lot of leaders, a lot of people to kind of set rules and boundaries and shit. That shit was lost, and then you putting drugs out. A lot of that shit is counterproductive to one another. But this washing people away over bullshit, the government is wrong for doing away that guy for that amount of time. There's people who can go in there and slaughter people in buildings and find better opportunities at possibly seeing parole and shit. Like, America got real effed up way, but those 70s, those 60s, 70s, and 80s, there was a lot of foul-ish going on with the sentencing of black folks.
Oh yeah, absolutely. To this day, but I think it's so important that we talk about it and had a conversation, because here's the real for real, guys. The concert wasn't just about Larry Hoover. His name is attached to it, but it's about unfair sentencing in America, period. Like, I remember talking to Rap Star. If y'all follow me as far as the boxing shit, y'all all know who Rap Star is, right? Shout out to Rap Star Boxing Knowledge. He and I had a conversation one time, and we was talking about, he was like, yeah, you can still kill people in the UK. I mean, you ain't gonna get life. You're gonna get about 20 years. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't gonna get 100 years, like, because you can get redeemed. You get what I'm saying? And if you're a serial killer, yeah, they'll put you away longer and put you away forever, like you're a serial killer. But come on, like, drugs, like, we put people away in America for life for drugs. You say even if you're a kingpin, you ain't gonna get life in the UK. They just don't put people away forever. Like, America, we got kids here. Dude got a chicken nugget in the shape of a gun and pointed at somebody. Oh man, he kicked out of all the schools. You get what I'm saying? Like, we do things.
Facts.
Like, our legal system here, we all can agree it's a corrupt. If so, we wouldn't be paying citizens and so many people hundreds and millions of dollars in settlements every year, whether it's from police brutality, whether it's from false convictions. Uh, Georgia just did something amazing where the DA is actually being charged because usually they have immunity, but this bitch did so much shit. They was like, we can't defend this.
Yeah, that was on the
Ahmaud Arbery.
Ahmaud Arbery case.
Yeah, the bitch did so much crooked shit. They were like, we can't even defend this.
You know what that's called? That's called a Brady violation.
Exactly.
And you're getting a lot of cops that are being charged with shit. Things are
Exactly.
changing because people are being vocal and standing up against this shit.
You know what the problem is? Give me a second.
Take your time.
These
Take your time. He was
is deemed cruel and unusual punishment as far as the constitutional judicial system goes. But guess what now? At the time that they were changing these laws in the 70s and 80s, the people weren't as connected with the lawmakers to stop it. So they made this, especially in the 80s during the crack era. That's really when they started making these laws so harsh. So guess what? Now we're seeing the consequences of this. People are getting 30, 35. All right. I don't even want to call this guy's name, but you know the case where the young guy took out these people's lives and then he was completely acquitted when he was in illegal possession of a firearm and crossed state lines and took out lives, and he was acquitted. Someone like Larry Hoover, he already served his debt to society. You understand? And like he's still being held in Supermax, and he did nothing of the caliber. But they're saying just his influence alone with starting that whole GD and the whole influence. He was a right. So that's what they used. That's what J. Edgar Hoover's plan was, and it started with
turn your mic down.
Marcus Garvey.
Hey, turn your mic down just a little bit. You turning up and you already loud. You started, you peaking, homie. Yeah. Turn your mic down or take it off
Okay, the mic.
speakerphone. Yeah. You good though. I like that energy. Keep that energy high though. But yeah, he said,
Yeah, so it started with Marcus Garvey. I don't want to go off the subject, but you see that Rico and the FBI, they're targeting us, and then they just use these little violations and they bloviate them, and then they entrap us into these sentences that we have to serve out our natural life in. I mean, they got this man in Supermax for like 40 something years. I mean, come on, man. I'm a grandfather, and this man has been incarcerated longer than I've been on earth. You know, this is, I mean, come on. Even Donald Trump, I don't even like Trump. And he put in a law, implemented a law when he was president that can aid and abet for cruel, unusual punishments like this. And people have been let out, commuted sentences. So how come he doesn't qualify? Like, come on now. So this look like they're targeting him to keep him in.
Gotta pass it around. We losing people, man. I guess it's your vocal, but you pass. Like, just wrap it up.
All right, hold on. I think it's the mic.
Yeah.
Oh, yo.
Yeah, it's that mic, man. It's loud as fuck. Or is it just
Yeah, man, it's my mic, man. It's my mic. I got a studio mic plugged in. So
that's better. Whatever you did to change, that's better.
nah, man, I took out the mic.
There you go.
Yeah, I took out the mic. But
With that.
yeah, man, they really need to bring awareness. That's why I kind of like the show with Drake and Kanye. It really wasn't about them. It was about bringing awareness to what's going on. You understand? So that no more of our leaders can be affected this way. This is how they take out our leaders. And it started with Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King. So this is another one of our leaders, even though it started with bad influence. By releasing him back into society, they can use him as a stepping stone to deter the rest of the gang members to stop all the violence. You understand? Because I'm pretty much sure that his mindset from the time that he was incarcerated has completely changed. You understand? So I think that releasing him back, especially in Chicago right now, could help dead all that.
KB, I'm listening to you, but you gotta pass the mic, man. God,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah. Go ahead, Reg. I'm listening. I fuck with it, but we gotta keep it moving too, though. Like,
Yeah, go ahead, yo. I mean, anybody else could step in.
yeah, we just ain't gonna cut niggas off over here. Go ahead, Clips.
Nah, man. I just really believe that when it comes to trying to fix the damage, and especially with gang violence within the larger American community, because it's deeper than black, you're not going to get rid of gang culture.
Facts.
So what you've got to do is you've got to change the culture. Mark, you've got military experience. What when the Clintons with the crack era, and when the Clintons in the mid '90s did their whole super predator thing and made a whole thing of maxing out different OGs and OGs like Hoover, who were already locked up, just getting years added to their sentence just because somebody in South Carolina did some shit and it got connected to a bunch of GDs, and so they just said, "Well, you're the leader of the GDs. Well, here's."
Slow down. You brought me up, Mark being in the military, then you loading a lot on that plate. You loading a lot of shit up I ain't got nothing to do with. What you talking about? Try to use the rule of thirds like comedy. Like, what's your point?
My point is, I saw when all this stuff happened, what they intentionally did was they created power vacuums. As in the first Iraq war, the whole reason why Saddam was in power was because you needed a check for Iran, so that the area was stabilized. After the Shah was overthrown, they were nervous about the new Iranian government, so they kept Saddam. But once Saddam crushed that government, eventually we got Saddam out of there, and you saw that power vacuum and all the shit that's been going on ever since. And that is so indicative of what happened to our communities. You may not like some of these people. Bro. Some of these people be whatever, but when you took them out of the community without no replacement, no plan or whatever, you left a power vacuum. So you cannot 100% blame gang culture and gang violence with the overall American problem. All right, because us not properly addressing it the first time is what got us here. Yo. So we need all hands on deck. And if we can get some of these gang leaders, the ones who started this shit, the ones who know the inner workings of the organization, to try to help fix it, what is the problem with that? I don't understand the bitterness.
I got to jump back in. I got you. Land, you don't understand what? And after that, land your plan.
I say I don't understand why people don't see the logic of trying to get some of these leaders out and back into working in the communities to undo the harm they've done, because it's serving them no purpose now, them rotting away in prison.
Fair enough. Yeah, man. Reggie, what's your take on all of this? And after this, we're gonna land the plane and let everybody get their final thoughts. So give me your take on this. I'm gonna let KB and Cliz give me their final thoughts, and then we'll swing it back around after I give mine and let you close the show. So Reg, but you get what I'm saying, Reg? We was trying to have a show about the concert. The audience came to hear about the concert. We get into talking about gang culture. Should he or shouldn't he not be in jail? We start talking about his lineage. He's related to J. Edgar Hoover. He's a plant. Blah blah blah. Am I tripping, Reg? Like, you see how the show kind of? I can't let niggas hijack the show, because they hijack the show and they do the show the way they want to do it. But do your show on your way, on your show. This show wasn't about that, but I fucked up and let niggas hijack the show just because I was trying to have a conversation. But let's be real. This is a night of hip hop, homie. You might not like it. You might not like J. Edgar Hoover getting out. You might want him to stay in jail. You might think he a plant. You might not like Kanye doing a concert about freeing J. Hoover. What I like seeing these two brothers say, hey, we're going to show the world that, hey, me and you going to put our differences aside. Shit, if nothing else, this showed the power of Jay Prince, if anything. How about that?
Yes, sir. Here.
Let Look, let me hit the Jack Johnson bill for that. Shout out to Coach Malachi. He got the Ali bill. I said, fuck it, I got the Jack Johnson bill. Shout out
Yes, sir.
for making this happen, yo.
Yeah, man. Let's give it up to the OG one time.
Come on, man. Let me do my thing, bro. Mike, you had the words. You had your words. Now it's my turn. He was like, yo, let's give it up to the OG one time. Fuck Mark Nash. I'm going to cut him off and I'm going to do it. Nah, you had your chance. You ain't do it. Let me do it. Yo, this was amazing. Jay Prince took a picture with these motherfuckers. Kanye read the letter. Y'all, we did an episode about it. People said Kanye West looked like he was reading a terrorist letter. Okay, whatever you say. This happened one night only. Kanye, Drake, shit is so big. Amazon Prime said, yeah, we'll put up the $10 million budget. $10 million budget, bro, for this concert. No opening acts, no fillers. I'm going to get up there. I'm going to do 19 songs. You do 10 songs. I'm going to do another 5 songs. Then you can do a song together and we'll close it out. All the way in California. And in big letters, it says Free Larry Hoover. Amazing. This is unprecedented. Unprecedented. Shout out to Big Meech. I ain't seen nobody do one of these yet. We got to get one done then. Fuck it. Some people ain't gonna like it, but wow, y'all can't enjoy the music. Y'all can't enjoy the hip hop. Like that's what we on. 2 hours after the show, literally 2 hours. Matter of fact, it's less than 2 hours because that shit happened within hour 1 of the show. Actually started before the show. If you read the chat, I had people in the chat saying blah 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 blah. Fuck him in. He should stay in jail. I was like, the show ain't even started. Y'all ain't even seen the concert. I don't get it. Why? Since when can we just enjoy a good night of hip hop? I got Amazon Prime, so I watch this for free. Like, damn, man, we hate each other that much. 512, what it do? What's your name? Where you from, family?
Yeah.
Rob G.
Salute to Jay Prince, man. King of the South.
He put this shit together, man. Ain't nobody gave Jay Prince his flowers all night. And he ain't complaining at all, is he?
Jay Prince, King of the South.
He ain't said shit, did he?
Who?
I said that he ain't say shit. He ain't say nobody owe him nothing.
No, he played the background like a real gangster.
Facts. Go ahead, Rob G. Get your call. Go ahead.
I'm not sure what you're talking about, but all I got to say is, yeah. Jay Prince, man, King of the South, man. And that's all I got to say, man. Big Texas. Big motherfucking Texas in this bitch.
Hell, this shit down.
And that's my call.
For sure. And so far, so good. I ain't heard no reports of no violence so far tonight, Reg. Clips. KB. That's big for hip-hop, right?
Super big, man. That was the most important thing for me.
Absolutely. What you think,
Yes,
Reg?
sir.
Go ahead, KP. I'm sorry.
This is a win. Yeah, man, it's a win for hip hop, man. This is a win to try to show, to stop the violence, man, that we could come together, man, put our differences aside and unite. You know what I'm saying? I never saw this coming. You understand? And you know what I mean? I'm proud of them. That's all I gotta say.
And low key, and then Reg took umbrage with me saying it might have still been a little tension. Like it was chippy with the songs the songs Drake chose. But I you know what, Reg, on hindsight, I gotta go back and I gotta take that back because I'm sure Kanye knew what Drake was gonna play. This wasn't no surprise. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
This ain't the moment to do that shit. This ain't the moment to make this shit turn into something it's supposed to be. Drake did them songs because those songs are hits, they current hits, and he's nominated for a Grammy for those shits. So it is what it is. These songs out here, Kanye knew what was going to happen. He shook his hand, got off stage, let that man do his set. Guess what? Came back on stage, shook his hand again, did some songs together, brought the man back on stage. My nigga, like, damn, man, like, We can't have a good night of hip hop without the extra bullshit. Come on, fam. Reggie Owens, take the floor.
Yeah, no, absolutely, man. And that's what has to be shown when two men who have once been at odds can set those things aside, also with there being a mediator out of Jay Prince, and say it's bigger than this. And these dudes having to sit down there and look and realize it is bigger than this. Like black folks have been in conflict for far too goddamn long. And this new age of conflict is a new thing. But this thing of music, like, man, there's nothing greater than music. And that's what I appreciated. Like, even looking at it the other day when we was doing the music thing. And I had this reflection of like what music has meant to me. And where music takes you, the vibration that music brings, man. Music can either keep you up or keep you down. I'm always choose music that keep me up, and that crowd vibed out to it. And they, even looking at this of how quick they put this together, this is like the genius of black men. Even looking at this versus thing, the genius behind it. Look at the genius even with D Nice, the way they went about doing this, and everything is just bringing people together, and they harmonize. People even if they want to be negative about this shit, people love this shit. People love it. And even like they did this at the damn Coliseum. The Coliseum is a humongous ass place, and it's a monumentous place. And I don't think nobody's ever done a concert like this at that dang place, and have that crowd, have that LA crowd rocking out like that. Like it was a beautiful thing, and it was on a cold night. But they managed to do it. Who else to do it besides these two?
Absolutely. Go ahead, KB. Give me your final thoughts. We're gonna land this plane. I feel like I got to do a whole segment on this for real tomorrow. Doing my normal show. This is a pop-up episode. Our normal episodes are Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, but we like to cover big events like this as well. So tell people what you do, what's your name, how they can follow you, and give me your final thoughts on this Drake and Kanye concert.
Yeah, well, basically, this is just an example of what I might call conflict resolution. You understand that we could come together and unite, and maybe this could change the mindset of everybody that was watching the show. I actually watched some of the show, and the show was actually good. And they were saying that some people were saying that they didn't like some of the songs that Drake were playing because they felt like it was sneak dissing, but I don't think it was no sneak dissing, man. All those songs are smash hits, and they already know what song each other was gonna perform out there. You understand? So yeah, man, it was a good show. You know what I'm saying? And it was a good movement. You understand? And free Larry Hoover, man. And black on black crime, it gotta stop, bro. I don't want to take too long. Rest in peace to Slim 400. Rest in peace to Young Dolph. You understand?
Ain't no such thing as black on black crime. That's a myth.
Black on black crime is a myth.
Yeah, what is Chinese on Chinese crime? It's just crime.
Yeah, but it's not as prevalent as you see us doing it. At least I don't know in China, but I know in America.
Hold on, I'm about to kill you on this, because that's the media ploy. That's what you've been tricked. That's what they pump in front of us. But if you go to China, every time you look on the news in China, guess who's breaking into the next store, or who's going to jail for a murder or a rape or something? It's another Chinese person, because more Chinese people. Crime happens in proximity. You kill your neighbor, you rob your neighbor, you kill the person that you see that's right there in front of you. So, but they put our shit on the news. You go to Russia, it's more white on white crime in Russia.
Big fact.
Because they're the majority. You go to Puerto Rico, is Puerto Rico on? It ain't niggas going to Puerto Rico from Compton to do crime there. But when you hear black on black crime, it's just a media narrative, and it's a terrible narrative. And people push it out a certain way. But trust me, go to China, go to Korea. I've been all over the world, bro. People know my story. I'm a military dude. My G. When I watched the news when I was in Korea, guess who I saw on the news commit crime? Koreans.
Facts.
And guess who else was there? It was black folks there, because I was one of them. And I ain't just talking about me being a soldier. No, it's black folks that in Korea as citizens. They speak English. And they ain't Korean. They might have just moved there. I like the opportunity here. I brought my shop over here. I came over here. I was dating a girl. I was in the army. I got out. Blah, 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 blah. But No, crime happens in proximity. You kill the people that are close to you, respectfully. It sound fucked up, but it is what it is. But
True.
not,
True enough. True
yeah,
enough.
yeah. But I'm sorry, and I ain't trying to give you no lecture, but I feel like people need to
Nah, brother. Nah, brother. I stand corrected. You understand?
It's
Which
all
is
right.
true. That is what we've been fed, and that's all that I see living in America. You understand? I never lived in China, nowhere else. Jamaica is the same thing. There's a lot of crime violence gun violence down here. So I guess
And I love
just
Jamaica.
like what you say, the crime is based upon your proximity. Whoever is the closest to you, is gonna get the brunt of all your aggression.
And
So,
the lick.
but
You the
I'm
lick.
just saying,
You the lick.
but
Yeah. And then
yeah.
sometimes, let's be clear, a lot of times too, let's be clear. Caucasian people more protected. It's a famous joke. Well, I'm gonna make it famous tonight. It's by Patrice O'Neal, and he got a comedy special called Elephant in the Room.
Mm,
Google this shit. It's a beautiful white girl in the audience, a beautiful black girl in the audience. And he tells her she cute, and the white girl is with a black dude. And he's like, yo, she's gorgeous. Oh my God, that's your woman. He was like, yo. And then he look at the sister and he's like, sister, I mean, you beautiful to me, but she's Nancy Grace headline story for 3 weeks. You get what I'm saying? Like, I
yeah.
always judge the quality of a white woman for how long people look for her if she go missing. He's like, if you go missing, I'm gonna look for you. Like, but she's Nancy Grace, 6 weeks, Nancy Holloway story. So Google that joke on YouTube. You're gonna love it. Rest in peace and shout out to Patrice O'Neal. But yeah, man, they just
Patrice O'Neal is his name.
Patrice O'Neal.
Elephant in the room.
Patrice O'Neal, Elephant in the Room. When you find it on YouTube, leave a comment saying Mark Nash sent me here. All right. For
Yeah.
respect. Man, love you, bro. Don't be a stranger. I'll see you on the next episode. All right.
All right. Big up. Big up.
Big up. Respect. Hey,
Big up. Jamaica. You don't know. Why free now?
Hey, look, you got anything you want to plug or promote? You got a YouTube channel, a website, an Instagram? How can people reach you and follow you and find you if they want to holler at you?
Well, I want to big up one of my artists. His name is Dre Z. And y'all can find him on Dre Z Vivo. That's DREZEE. Yeah, that's a dancehall artist, dancehall hip hop. Me, I'm just a regular patron. I'm just a technician. You understand? I do work. That's Dre. Huh?
Spell it again.
I'm about to say, hey, is dance hall where they be jumping off of shit, jumping on bitches and shit?
Dagger.
That's dance hall.
Dancehall is more like Movado, Vibes Cartel, Idonia, guys like that. Massacre.
What's the
Dancehall,
shit they be jumping off of roofs and landing on bitches? What's that shit?
That's called a dagger.
Yeah, but that's the dancing in dancehall. Dancehall is like the culture of the music, kind of like rap and hip hop. When you're in the dungeon inside the tunnel, is the same thing. Dancehall. Well, actually, hip hop came from dancehall. You understand? So that's just how they dance at the parties. You know what I'm saying? Wild like that, like they skin out and they jump off the top of the speaker.
Reggie, you got Bob Marley, which is your classical reggae, more like classical reggae, and then you got like
dancehall.
You got dancehall, which is more like twerk music.
Like Beanie Man. It's more like Beanie Man and Bounty Killer.
They're gonna pop.
They call that shit dancehall. Them niggas be doing WWF shit.
All right, so
nah, man, they call it dancehall because you're inside of a hall dancing, playing the music. Inside of the club is known as the hall. So you're dancing in the hall playing music. That's why they call it dance hall music.
There you go. Get your bread. Hey, look, tell me how to
Come on, man. Like, come on, man. Like, for real, man. This is like, come on, man. This is by design.
KB, I got you. Look, how I spell your artist name so I can put in your chat. I gotta end the show.
Dre Z, DREZEE.
ZEE. And
DREZEE. His name is Dre Z. He's on Apple Music, Spotify. He's on all your platforms, man. That's my artist. That's my brother. That's my relative, man. Big up Dre Z, Big Yard Gangsters.
Hey, man, stop using that studio mic because you so loud you can't even hear me talking.
Well, actually, I took out the studio mic, man. This is my phone, man. I got an S21.
Look, what's his single?
His single, whoa, he got a lot of you just gotta Google him. He just dropped a single, I think last week. I can't even remember the name, but
Damn,
he
that's your
got a
artist.
smash hit called Can't
Hold on,
Style Me. Can't Style
Damn,
Me. All you
manager.
gotta do is just Google him and you'll see him.
hold on. This your artist? Is he your? You manage him? You promote him? You making beats? How's he your
We
artist?
work together. I finance him. I help put money into his music to build him from 10 years ago. Yeah, that's my brother. That's my relative. Like, you know what I'm saying? I support his music. I buy equipment for him. You know what I'm saying? I promote for him. I advertise for him.
Oh, you the bad man. All right, well, shit, drop me a super chat. We need it. We're giving away a laptop, a tablet, and a $50 gift card on December the 17th, so we can have it in the mail, and everybody gonna have that shit by Christmas.
Man, y'all need to give away an iPhone 13 Pro, man. That's what y'all need to give away, a 13 Pro.
All right, well, look, you make a donation, and we can get the money to give it away, because that's what we do. We give the money back to the audience. Thank you for your time and your energy, my brother. God bless. I'll see you tomorrow, 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern time.
Mark Nash, big up, man. Big up, man. Remember the name, man. Remember the name, KB, man. I'm checking in, man. I'm always watching. I subscribe. You know what I'm saying? I hit the notification bell so all of your uploads, you know what I'm saying? I see them all the time.
I will say something in the chat so I know you here going forward, because I see everything. People always tell me that, but I'm like, well, if you don't leave a comment or leave something in the chat, leave a comment after the video upload, I never know you there.
Okay, so sometimes I think y'all don't pay attention to that. So I just go put a like and then I watch.
My nigga, I leave a comment I leave a reply to every single comment. If you put a hashtag, that means I gotta it's held for review, or if you leave a link, it's held for review. But for the most part, my brother, I see everything right when it happens. I don't miss nothing, homie. I don't miss nothing.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Yo, I actually love your show, man, and I love how you run your platform. It's different from how other brothers run their platform. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really take control of your thing. You know what I'm saying? And the topics are real, things that I'm interested in. You understand? Yo, man, I'm always paying attention, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm always watching, but I'm more in the background. I don't like to troll. You understand? Because I'm a grown-ass man with grandchildren. You understand?
All right, well, we'll talk tomorrow, man. God bless.
Big up yourself.
Yes, sir. Hey, look, if I'm big up myself, who will? Reggie O with the Killer Show. Reggie, can you leave a comment for your new channel in the chat again, so I can wrench that one up so I know it's you.
Okay, I'm gonna put two of them.
All right, and in the meantime, in between time, give me your final thoughts on everything we talked about. Yo, this shit was supposed to be about the hip hop. This shit became Shrek. Yo, I got to do a whole episode on this tomorrow, for real, right?
God. Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yo, I got to get this the real time in need, because we didn't really start this show to 2:30. My normal audience is looking for me 4.5 hours early. This shit is crazy. Niggas don't want Larry Hoover out of jail. I mean, literally, niggas don't want him out of jail. Gang members, people who grew up with the gang culture, 50 years is not enough in America. We really are about no redemption, it seems like. For some people, respectfully. I ain't speaking for everybody, and I ain't pointing no fingers at nobody. Calico, I didn't block you, didn't take your wrench. You said you need your phone to charge up. I said, well, go charge it, bitch. Respectfully. I ain't say that, but you get what I'm saying? Go charge your phone up, pull back up, cool off. But right now, we ain't seeing eye to eye, and I respect Brandon Washington immensely, yo. You know what I'm saying? And Brandon didn't do nothing wrong, and I'm like, damn, bro, you want to start off with it? Well, yeah. I don't know. I just felt like I need to get a handle on my panel early. And some people ain't going to like it, Reggie, but the show is growing because I do it that way. I got to take control. I got to be in charge. My name is on the door. I know who they came to see. But more importantly, I know people came to hear everybody, not just Mark Nash. So, and they expected me to take control and, hey, don't let it go crazy. Some people don't want to get cut off. They just want to speak freely. They used to that free smoke shit. I get it, but this ain't no free smoke channel, homie. No, everybody gonna get a chance to speak. If you didn't get a chance to speak, oh, my bad, let me know. Okay, everybody, when you first pull up, you're gonna get your 2 minutes for your opening statement for the topic. But Reggie, you know, niggas will click the link and be like, "What's the topic? I don't even know." You feel me? And that's love,
Right,
too.
right.
Right? And that's love too. These people who just, hey, look, I see the back signal. I'm gonna click the link and I'm gonna join the panel. I don't care what we talking about. I know I'm with Martin Nash, or I know I'm with Reggie, and you get them called up and they give you their spill on it, and they cool. But some people, man, try to hijack your show, like they trying to get. And I ain't talking about nobody in particular, because it's a lot of people, Reggie. You know what I mean? They just want to hijack your show. They ain't even trying to do their own show. They just want to disrupt shit. And then some people trying to get their show popping, see your show popping, then they want to just feel like I'm gonna say the most outlandish shit and tell people to come follow me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it, man. But I get it, but I don't respect it. Go ahead, Reg.
Yeah, it's the new American way of swaying things their way. People want to sway the opinions, sway views, sway people's way of thinking into what they believe in. And they do it on shows all the time. Like, I knew it was gonna go down that way just as soon as it opened into about, oh, he shouldn't have did this, and not and from that moment is where I knew it wasn't gonna be anything about this dang concert. It was the terror at it. But back to the concert, man, it was a thrilling event. And even to see, I was shocked to see them go into many of his classic hits. Usually you see people kind of digging into the newer stuff, not going into the, the chart topping stuff. And they could have ran that shit for a long time because they have created such great music. Even Drake, I gotta give Drake got some banging music. And matter of fact, I might go into, that's why I like when we talk music, because it gives me opportunity to go back and dig back into music and listen to it, man. Because like I say, music was a thing that drove me, like even from the military, like mixing in with, and I like getting on here when we talk music about people around different parts of the country, because we realize how much we're the same, but how much we're so different in a way in which we speak. And that's the dynamics of blackness. That's the uniqueness of blackness. That's what I find in blackness. And that's why I say, as a kid, I've always washed myself in my blackness. That shit has always been beautiful to me. And then when mixing in with the army, with people from different regions of this country, you begin to see how we share certain similarities, but we share such uniqueness and differences. Like, and I hate that when people find people with differences, they find that as ways to clash with people. Like, no, you celebrate that shit and you gain an understanding of people. And even with the music thing, I never knew what go-go music was until I got out there and then seeing the way in which people dance. When I lived in Chicago, seeing the way they danced to that percolating stuff, which wasn't so much of my thing, but as I got older, I had appreciation for that shit. Just in the sound, the slang, everything is unique about this stuff. And I start digging the music. Music made the military so easy breezy to me. Outside of me having to check rednecks all the time, music brought me into like this happy place where it looked like it was nothing they can do. It was nothing these folks can do to break me, man, because of what music brought to me. And during that time period, anytime I listened to, like I said, I didn't pick up on really digging into Nas, like a study of Nas, until the homie came back after hearing that Ether shit on the radio out there. And I started digging into his albums. But R&B, I was deep on the R&B stuff. The Drew Hill albums, man, was something epic to me. Corrupt came out with an album that was epic to me. Man, it was so much that music just did for me, and it still does. But when we talk music, it allows me to go back into, like, even when we was talking about Kanye West and stuff, start digging his albums. When you put up that we was doing the top 5, I had to go back and listen to that Common album, because I remember when it came out, it was the hardest shit. I listened to it for a long time, and I listened to it yesterday. That shit is still up to the standard it was in 2005. Like, music just hit, man. Music hits. These artists have to appreciate it, and I think it's the artists have to do more to appreciate the arts. The arts ain't supposed to be in conflict with one another, where you find beef as if you just all can't create greatness. And that's the other thing with these two taking the stage. It ain't about conflict. It's about greatness. And greatness should be able to be on stage with one another, because it's about what the people enjoy. And that's the beauty of that shit.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Hey, look, man, I just want to say this, man. This shit was an epic night of hip hop. No matter how you like it, no matter how you don't like it. Look, the conversations went left very early, but it seems like people had an agenda. Like, I had the one brother respected DJ L. I don't know him. Calico evidently knows him. I don't know his. I'm sure if I look, I followed him on IG, but I'll check out more of his music and his platform. But Reggie, I don't get starstruck. You know what I'm saying? I interview millionaires all the time, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit don't phase me because that shit ain't gonna pay me. I mind the business that pay me. But far as Calico, bro, like you got to stop with that shit in the chat, homie. Like I'm actually disappointed in you. Like, and you keep disappointing me, and you keep letting me down. You know what I'm saying? When you say shit like this, the Reggie and Friends show. You know what, Calico? You right. It's the Martin Nash and Friends show. It's the Reggie and Friends show. Like, because we got to be cool to talk to a motherfucker for about 2-3 hours. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't about to argue with no nigga for 2-3 hours.
Oh, I thought that was that dude Reggie. Oh, that's Calico singing. I thought that was that dude with the music show yesterday. That nigga crazy.
This Calico other channel. You know what I'm saying? This is other shit. But I'm just saying, like, my nigga, like, we got to be cool. We got to be cool. We got to be able to have a conversation. Like, a lot of people think that's the shit that's going to get you popping because they see certain channels and names. I ain't going to say nobody's name. Like, they get popping off that discourse and arguing and yelling and cussing and fussing at each other. And yeah, you're going to get some views. Look, Jerry Springer is a very popular show, Reggie. Maury is a very popular show. But so is 60 Minutes. Now, I ain't saying my show is 60 Minutes, but my G, I just want to handle my shit a different way. It is what it is, homie. Like, the Larry King show was very popular for as long as he wanted it to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got the Tonight Show. Like, you got Saturday Night Live. Like, it's different shows. Everything ain't got to be Jerry Springer. And this show will never be a Jerry Springer type show, homie. I ain't in the mood for it. Because all that killing tough guy shit niggas be talking, Reggie, most of these motherfuckers don't know what it feel like to see the life leave a human body right in front of you. And knowing you doing everything in your power to save this person, and they just gone. We can't save them. It just is what it is. But we all want to talk about killing this shit. So like that should be soft for me, bro.
Yeah, that's because niggas.
Hello, let me say this. I promise. I promise. I'm gonna say this in 30 seconds or less. And you ain't gonna shame me out of respecting Reggie Owens on me. So you know what you can do. Like, you ain't gonna shame me to make me disrespect this dude. Go ahead.
Yeah, and this why people talk a lot of killing.
We gotta close it.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna close after this, and this is why people so quick and easy to talk killing people all the time, because most niggas grew up just watching cartoons and seeing this shit be done on cartoon, and then they watch the next episode. That same character that got killed is back, but seeing that shit in real life is a whole different aspect, and even being shot at is a whole different aspect, and it changes people. So people ain't never been through shit. They hear it repetitively stated in music from artists who never lived a life close to putting themselves near where they can be almost killed, and from watching them damn cartoons, Bugs Bunny and shit. But that's all I got, bro. Yeah, you on mute, but I'm back in the chat.
No, I say, hey, look, what's your new channels and what you doing on your new channels? Just plug that real quick, and I'm gonna run my.
All right. My new channels is Politics and News with Reggie Owens. That's gonna be where I put up a lot of political stuff, so that way I ain't just losing all my content. Cause I might end up losing my main channel. I got 2 strikes. You know, you only get 3 strikes. I got 2 of each kind of strikes you can get on YouTube. So
forever. Hold up, I thought it reset after a certain amount of time.
Yeah, if you can reach it, I got till February to reach them. So I got 2 community guideline strikes, and I got 2 2 copyright strikes, I think it is. Well, I got 2 of the different kind of strikes you can get. So all I got one more mistake, and YouTube gonna end up taking that main channel down. But I got my backup.
You know
which
what
is
you
Boxing
should do?
Conversation.
You know what you should do? Make all your videos private except your new content until February.
Oh, how you do that?
Oh, go to your videos and go to your content page and just click and make private. So people.
I gotta go through every video.
Because you know, sometimes people will go through and give you a content strike for some old shit.
Yeah, and see, that's what they hit me for. They hit me for
Yeah,
a
so
video
make it in
from
February. Like
a year
all
and a
my
half
videos
ago.
gonna be private until like all of my old videos. You're gonna have to spend a day doing it. But yeah, go through all your videos, make them either unlisted or private. You don't lose the views, you don't lose the comments or nothing. But the videos will be there. Like matter of fact, make them unlisted. So if you sent the link to somebody, they can keep watching it. So
Oh,
whoever
so
you send
damn,
it to,
I gotta go one by one, or can I click a group of them?
you can do all of them at one time.
Oh man, see, I'm glad I spoke this shit because I was just prepared to let that
Martin, that's your
motherfucker
guy,
go.
man. Yeah, you can
Yeah,
do it
you know, I
all
don't
in
be
one
tripping.
thing.
I was gonna let the
Click on
channel go
all your
like fuck.
videos, click all, make everything unlisted. So if I didn't send you the link, you can't watch it. Like you can't just click on YouTube randomly and watch it. I had to send you this link. So nobody can watch it, but that'll just be to February. And then after February, you reset and you can start again. So that's how you don't get, but from now to February, keep doing your thing, but just don't just make sure you do it the right way and don't get in no trouble from now to February. Does that make
Right,
sense?
I got you on that. Yeah, I'm about to
And
do
then
that
after
shit now.
February, you reset, you click everything back to public, and shit, I got another year on y'all bitches. Let's go. Let's play.
Man, I wish I'd have did that shit on my first channel. Thought about that, but I'm gonna go in there
Man, fuck
tonight
with
and
me.
do
Hey,
that
look,
shit.
Reggie, look, I'm a YouTube baby, but look, I studied the game before I came in this shit, and I'm trying to emulate the greats, man. Like I said, man, somebody said this Reggie and Friends show. You damn right. How about that? Checkmate.
Yeah, absolutely,
Checkmate.
absolutely,
Checkmate. Yeah, you
Calico.
are my friend, Reggie. I respect you. You got my personal number. If I can help you in any way, you can reach out to me because I respect what you're doing, and I wish you nothing but the best, homie. No, motherfucker trying to shame me into nigga, what? This the Reggie and Friends show. Well, nigga, okay, well, you make your show. And I wish you nothing but the best, respectfully. You feel me? But don't try to shame me into to having a discourse with a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm sorry, homie. I'm a grown man. Those childish games won't work on me. Reg, I'll see you on the next episode. Be safe.
For sure. Peace, bro.
All right. Well, look, man, I appreciate everybody tuning in. It's been another great episode. Oh, yeah, I'm loquacious as fuck. Oh, yeah. Hey, that's a SAT word. I'm proud of you, dudes. Look at Compton Gangsters. Niggas know they big word. Yeah, I'm loquacious as fuck. Yeah, it's all good. Loquacious is my ghetto name. Shout out to Richie Ray. He said, what up, though? Hey, man, let me give you the drop. You know what time it is.
What up?
Hey, look, man, I appreciate y'all. I ain't gonna go through all these drops because it's a long show. I'm gonna do a pop-up episode early tomorrow, too. Shout out to Trisha, too, for the $10 donation. Let me give you that drop. A 10,
a 10, a fucking 10.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for your time and energy. I appreciate you all. I love you all. And I wish y'all nothing but the best. Remember, dreams require sleep. Goals require effort. Go out there and get your goals. I'm about to go ahead and get something to eat and go to sleep. I'll see y'all tomorrow. It's your man, Mark Nash. Another great episode of Breaking the Beats where we break down business, entertainment, art, technology, sports, anything else you and I feel like squeezing into those letters. Remember, y'all, it's a hip-hop political sports show with a comedy twist. We like to let the jokes fly because life is serious enough. Peace.
This that squad sound.
This is me.